anybody here is in Juhvon's chat, let us know. And then
Because
we
some
can see if
heads,
the other people see it.
some icons have what looks like a little link above their head, which
Yeah.
makes me think like Jeffrey Dawson and Crispy Critter look like they're linked, that they might see chats regardless of where they're
Right.
posted.
I am wondering that.
Yeah, it's curiosity's killing a cat, and I've got
Well,
a
we
cat
could
over here.
go. I mean, I could just, you can go over there. It says, I can't see my comment.
I've got my comments open. Okay, Michael Morgan, you are in my chat. I'm gonna chat back to you in my
What
chat.
do you mean you can't see your comment?
He
Are you
probably,
jumping back and forth?
Dude.
I think
Okay.
he's. I see Mimo in my chat,
Yeah,
and I just
Sharif, see if
chatted
you
back
can
to
set
him.
it up while we're dicking around.
I already did.
Oh, you
and
did? Yeah. There it
yeah,
is.
I can see, like, for me, it shows like a little link symbol.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
if you can see, like, NFK20, he says woo. And Sobek Scooter, he said, hey, y'all. Those are all coming from my chat.
Oh yeah, here it is. So you just put a different title. You could put a different title and thumbnail if you want to.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
I guess you choose. I sent Juhvon my thumbnail and he
and I
copied
used
the title. But
it.
you can put whatever you want. I
That's
don't know. I think
dude.
it's kind of cool because I guess it's meant for like bigger, platform type stuff where maybe the chat isn't having a conversation, but it's kind of cool because if you come on somebody's live, you can kind of, it kind of helps you out a little bit too. I'm guessing you get views out of it or something. I don't know.
It would be
Like
great for
super
a
chats,
business meeting, right? I mean, if you were
super
going to
chats would
use this,
still come to me, I think. But
sure, they
the
should.
other stuff might, I don't know. You might pick up members or who knows how that works.
Dude,
But
that's
I
super
could see
sick.
it for a business meeting. If you had three businesses that you needed to bring together and have some kind of, like a WebEx meeting,
Yeah,
why
you
not
can do
use
that.
this platform? It would work very well.
Yeah.
I don't know how secure it is. Don't really care about that.
So yeah, right.
But what's weird is YouTube is so big about it. At least the only time I get it is I get this newsletter, I guess, that I signed up for about collaboration and how to make YouTube better. And they preach collaboration so much. I really think, Kevin, if we looked into YouTube's and the YouTube recording features, I think they've evolved.
We if you want to look at it next time, we can see what's
Well, let me
available. Because if
research
I
it.
could do my live on YouTube without needing this, fine. But like, I like that you can bring up comments. You can,
I
I
can
don't
set
know,
the music because I usually set music at
and
12.
StreamYard's like easy. It just works. It's not. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't have many issues. But yeah, you can see there's 9 people on yours, 7 on Sharif's, and then 39 on mine. So I guess it calculates them all together because up top
Even
here
though
it
channel
says
member.
up top here it says 60, or well, now it dropped to 53. But
Well, what is great for me is I can see in my little chat that I've got broken out. I can see Byron in there, Joe Isabella, who's a channel member, Mike McLaughlin, who's a channel member, and I can acknowledge them for being in there, Jeffrey and
yeah,
Demonoc and Joe. I just hope that they can chat with each other.
yeah, I don't know how that works.
Like I hope Sobex can chat with and Sobex doesn't have the little Scotty doesn't have the paperclip over his head, and Sharif doesn't either.
Yeah. Although I do wonder if, let's say, somebody in Juhvon's chat, if you drop a super chat, that would go to you, right?
No, I think it goes to you
Would
because
I be
when I
able to
set
pull
this,
it up?
I would think so because when I hooked up, there
I
was
think it would
no.
go to you, dude, because it's your channel. I mean, why
Well,
would
I
it?
don't think so because the link.
Somebody drop some coin up in here.
No, don't drop any. Don't drop. No need to drop the coin. Crispy. And what I did is I shared the thumbnail that Lefty sent me. I could have put up my own
Right.
thumbnail, but I think
That's
when I
what
tried to
Sharif
do
did.
that, did
Or
it
he
let you put up your
put his
thumbnail?
own title.
Yeah. Dude, this is awesome. You're going to have to show me how you did this because, like,
It's
I
just an
love the
option
idea of
for
it.
me.
I think it's in the $50
Yeah, it might
program.
be. Okay, so here's a test.
Mike Lefton just tested it.
So
Okay.
it has the little symbol.
Thank you, Mike. Wherever that went.
I'm guessing it goes to you. But
I'll PayPal it to you.
I don't know how that would
Dude.
work. Yeah, like if I scroll up, I don't see a super
Let me
chat on
see if
my chat. So
And I don't really either. If I scroll to the top, I'm looking at the top chat. Let's look at live chat.
but I see something else like I have this. Thank you, dude. Appreciate
That's
that.
Nut for Knives. Thanks, Nut for Knives. And
Thanks,
thank
brother.
you.
I don't know. Either way, it's good, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Mike McLaughlin. I see it in my
all
chat.
you got to do is go to YouTube, go to monetization, and see where that super chat falls.
Stevie, I just saw that show up. Dude, thank you, brother. That was to me.
And I can pull it
I'll
up.
buy you a beer of your flavor or a boomer.
Yeah. So that's another good way to do this. If you have multiple people on the chat that have channels,
If the user experience
you can
is
support
right.
the person you really want to or whatever, you know.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Yeah, y'all have tested and proven it.
Yeah. Now I'll go back to my channel and drop some more coin.
Now, the only limitation I want to make sure y'all aren't having where y'all can chat with each other. So everybody that we're seeing that y'all are able to chat with. So people in Sharif's room, I think y'all are. I think I'm watching y'all cross populate.
Yeah, nobody's
Luke
chatting in
in
my
Texas.
room right
Can you
now.
see Crispy Critter? And I enjoyed your stream today, buddy. I creeped. I didn't communicate because I was kind of in and out of sleep on the couch.
Right.
But I enjoyed listening to you and Z-Man.
Yeah, Mike. It only shows there, and then it shows in our, like, the three of us can see a stream of comments that has everything in it.
Yeah.
So I can pull up those super chats. Like this one was in Juhvon's too, and I can pull it up
and
we can acknowledge it that way. So it works.
Yeah, because I've got my little
shit.
chat.
Did you see that new tab that says instead of live chat, you have starred now?
Yeah, what's that?
Yeah.
So it pulls up anything starred, like super chats and shit like that.
Hey man, Sharif channel.
If you're Metal Complex, you could just have this up. You'd be good to go.
And those would be the only people you needed to talk to.
Yeah.
I want all comments.
There we go. Hey man, with the Sharif.
And so what's the difference in comments and live comments?
That's the only thing it doesn't do is tell you whose channel it was on.
It does under starred. Under starred, it shows me, hey man, donated $5 to Sharif's channel.
Where?
Right at the bottom. For some reason, maybe he put that in the test. Okay.
That was his super chat. Was Sharif channel,
dude.
Or are you seeing something
I feel like
else?
I could ring something.
Y'all are awesome. No, I'm seeing the exact same thing. I just thought that was a designation, not somebody typing something.
Crewware, thanks, dude. Yeah, you guys need your own ball sacks. Where's my ball sack?
I have a little app that I was using. I didn't bring my phone over here. I'll be right back.
Where's my ball sack at? There it is. It was tucked away. I had my ball sack tucked away. Thank you, Crewware. I'll run through these real quick for everybody. Thank you, Mike McLaughlin. Thank you, James. Thank you, Stevie. We'll get you some pickles to say thank you.
And I'll get y'all some sounds.
Thank you. Hey man, thank you. Crewware, thank you. And James again, thank you, dude. And LCAP coming in, thank you.
Love you.
Appreciate all you guys.
Thank you.
Stevie inspired me to get this out, but I'm watching an ad right now because I didn't pay for it.
You can have it auto star super chats. You can turn that on or off. That's pretty cool. And it tells you how many there are, so you could, you can kind of keep track. I don't know.
That's the hardest thing about talking with multiple people. I really liked last night's live stream that I did because I didn't have a guest until very late, and then I had a couple. But dude, Jason Grant bought a bunch of $5 5-inch blanks in S35VN and tool steel. He's making little chickadee-sized J-Cals, except they've got the J-Cal grip. Dude, they're sick.
Dude, what up, Mary Ellen? How are you?
Mary Ellen.
Hate walking into a room and get sacked waving in your face. Yes. Ian. Thanks, dude. What are we testing?
Thank you, brother. You won. You won the contest. You put it in the right bucket. We were just curious if it was going in buckets.
Yeah.
Dude,
we didn't know how we would be able to chat, if y'all would be able to chat with each other. So how this works. This is a new feature on. I'll let Kevin explain it. He's much smarter than me.
If you're after super chats, this is a terrible idea. Don't tell anybody about this because you're
I'm
gonna
not.
lose them all. They're all gonna go to your guests. But if you don't live off super chats, then this is awesome,
dude.
I just love getting together with you guys.
I think it's a good way to, because sometimes you have people on, like you have a smaller channel, say, that comes onto a huge channel to do a live stream, like like Big Red does those. I don't know if he does them anymore, but he does those channel chats or whatever. Let's say those were live. You could bring that person on, and then you can kind of introduce, their audience to shit by having it also streamed to their channel. So,
and see, I think that's such a big part of
check out the
Nas
CAIMANO.
Live that I hope for, and I still hope for, that it cross promotes people like the Blades Brigade and all these different knife communities that exist outside of our little community, and bring everybody together for a common cause. Because I can't imagine to think that there are a lot of people that are like us, and there are a lot of people that are shysters, because we know there's shysters amongst us too. It's just a community, but I just think that we're a real small part of it. So that's what I like seeing, is the crossover.
You can link. You can also link Facebook groups. So, like, if you had somebody on from who's like an admin on a Facebook group, they could share. Like, I share all my lives to the Shadow Rangers group.
Because you've got a cool group. Most of them will not cooperate. I've had the hardest time with the last 2 Nas Lives getting me to be able to share that event. So I have to go guerrilla marketing style. The Facebook groups, all of them and I don't say all of them, all the ones that I've been aware of, the Medford group, the Hinderer group, the Vero group, during Knives Live, that's what I use for some of my organic marketing. I put together a real nice post and I send it to the admin and ask if I can share it, because it's a common thing trying to bring the community together for knives rights, right? And they're like, no, absolutely. I get fucking R stamp. So I have to go rogue, which means 2 days before it, I flood their page. I get kicked out. I get my post removed, but usually it'll stay up, sometimes 30 minutes, sometimes 2 hours. And then the reason I do it 2 days before is it gives me time to get and ask for forgiveness and go, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was important. Can I get back in? And about 80% of the time I'll get back in, which allows me the day of Nas Live to spam them again. Because fuck that. I think it's so rude. I'm not asking to profit from it. I just want to use your audience, because they might enjoy coming to YouTube. They might not know that there's a community.
But why the fuck would Vero care about?
Vero probably is one that didn't, but I'm just saying,
literally donated to it.
Well, he probably didn't, but I'm just saying, I'm trying to give you a blanket observation of my experience with YouTube groups.
Fuck those. Like, don't even bother advertising in those groups.
Well, we get people from there, because even on the ones I get banned on in my Facebook, which I never go to, people thank me. Thank you for making me aware of this. I never knew that there was. I mean, we bring new people in the community through Nas Rights, Nas Live, which I think is the coolest thing about it.
Yeah.
Ed Harrison, I hope you're feeling better, brother. I hope they're finding out what's making you cough.
Fight over it. Love y'all. Nice, dude.
Can't wait to see you, buddy.
Getting over what?
Feeling better by then. Huh?
You didn't need to do that, Ed.
What happened?
Really? Thank you, Ed.
Ed's still getting over the COVID.
Fuck, man.
One of you guys is waving your ball sack around.
I this is my first time I've done live on my channel. I wasn't prepared. I need sound.
There you go.
Thingy, something.
I downloaded the little app. Here, I'll do it for you.
Old Eddie will do that to you. He comes in hot.
Damn, Ed, thank you. You didn't need to do that, really, bro.
Can y'all hear that, or is my mic cutting it off?
Why did I just get a confirmation receipt for $1,000 super chat for Knives Fast?
Can y'all hear that cow mooing?
No.
Really?
I didn't hear shit.
Well, my mic must be cutting it off because it's too loud.
Dude.
You not hearing that?
I don't hear it. I don't hear it. Good luck, Ed. Good luck.
You can hear me?
Oh, yeah, clearly.
Yeah. It doesn't work, man.
No, it's cutting. It must be having some kind of filter, which is great because when I'm with Pocket Metal and he goes to scream Happy Metal Monday, it totally mutes it in my ears.
Nice.
I don't hear any of it.
That's pretty good. So what are you guys carrying today?
Let's touch tips, brother.
Dude, those are nice. Those are so pretty.
Oh, you want it like this?
Yeah, there we go.
Well done, Sharif.
Touch tips.
I went all Countess Anne today and carried my Zeba S5 Odin with the Jason Knight blade. Dude, this is the most amazing knife. It turned out to be a grail that I never knew I wanted. And I'm so glad I have. Look at the inside where this backspacer is.
That's so gangster, dude.
Dude, it's got fucking what do you call them? Ruins?
Yeah,
It's got ruins in the handle. Look at my little light.
Yeah, it's just runes. Like
Runes.
R-U-N-E.
And they all are a different meaning, right? So I should be able to translate that.
What up, Needham? Chris Henkel, what's going on?
You see those in
Randy, he hit 600 again, you said? Sick, dude. Congrats.
Oh, by the way, thank you for the promotion you did the other night. I know it looked like we all lost the subs that we gained, but that was not the case for me because now that I've got analytics and went in and looked like it, even though the pie chart or the bar chart goes up and then down for those 2 days, I gained 130, I lost 50. That's a net win.
Yeah, that's a good win.
A huge win. And I'm hoping that everybody, if they look at it closer, got similar results where they still came out with a net win.
I don't know. Some people said they lost them all, but I don't know. Whatever. I'll try to make people watch 30 seconds next time or something.
Remember, it happened with Jared too, and his huge giveaway.
Yeah, no, I remember I was one of the channels. I got like a whole shit ton of subscribers and then they just all disappeared.
Well, I mean, welcome, brother.
It gives you a chance.
Loving your videos, man. We were just talking about you, cartel guys.
Who are we talking about?
Rochambeau.
Edit gang.
The one who Cole wishes his voice sounded like, so he didn't have to use an electronic voice modifier.
Sup, dude? What's going on, Roll? I gotta have him on sometime, dude. You gotta come on a live stream.
He's awesome,
man.
I think we need to.
I think it'd be a good time.
And Shane and I haven't talked about it, but I think we need to rope Knives Live, just the production part for a full 2 days, and bring in some of those guys and have it just be. And Shane said, well, we should cut out the late night stuff. I'll do all the 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock, both nights. I love that, just to give people a place to go. I think we have enough channels.
The 24 hours is awesome. That's like the essence of Knives Live.
Yeah. So you think 48 is overkill?
48 hours, that's great. I would love 48 hours. We have enough channels, I think, at this point to pull off 48 hours. Oh, like, yeah. I'll do 2 if I have to. I don't care.
I would too, and I do all the late night shifts.
I mean, I could easily do 5 hours hands down. It wouldn't be a problem. So, like,
I just think it's so much fun. It's such a great weekend. I look forward to it every year. Yeah. What is up, brand new American?
This thing just like slap out.
It sounds sick. Yeah. Is that the new Luft?
No, this is the CAIMANO.
Oh, the CAIMANO.
Do you know what this is?
Yes, that's Sharif's knife. The first Mangana steel knife. I'm exactly aware of it. But the way you flicked it, I thought it might have been.
Yeah, no, it wasn't on camera. It wasn't on camera. Dude, I was admiring
this beautiful
about this knife earlier.
Thank you, man.
What's the blade length on this?
3.7 inches.
All right, so here's something I was talking about in my unboxing / overview. I have this knife. You love this brand, Vosteed. I got this.
Oh yeah, my favorites.
This is
not
the
to interrupt
Gator.
you, but are you gonna enter that in the tactical competition at Blade Show? You should, Sharif.
You know what? Yeah.
Can you do that?
It costs you nothing. Yes, I think new makers or any maker, you can enter your knife.
Yeah, but I think you have to have a table, I think.
Do you?
I mean, it makes sense.
Do you?
But maybe not.
I don't know. I think it'd be worth asking. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Show that big ass Gator again. I love that thing.
So what I was saying is these have the exact same blade length. The handle's obviously longer on the Gator because of I don't know why.
You can put 2 hands on it.
But this feels like a giant fucking knife that's just too big for my taste.
Yeah.
This feels like a normal just EDC knife that I would carry. So it's just kind of interesting to see the same blade length in 2 knives, and one feels stupidly big and one feel completely normal. Like I wouldn't have guessed that this blade was any bigger than like a relative or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
That comes to, I think,
it's not much bigger, but it's got some extra on it.
Yeah.
Probably
do
a
you
quarter
think
of an inch.
that has a lot to do with the refinement of the handle, of how it feels in the hand and in the pocket?
It has a lot to do with giving a shit, because if you look at the amount of handle that is left over after this blade, I don't understand that. And I just noticed that. Like I was saying it's big when I unboxed it, but I just noticed I didn't look at that down here, and I should have, because that's something that bothers me on knives, when there's literally a quarter inch of knife or handle after the blade tip. Like
Exactly.
why?
Rochambeau, that makes me jealous, but I'm so glad it didn't come to me, because I could not stop with just one. He got his first Jack Wolf, and he gets it now.
I don't know if the 3 of them can see all the comments or not. Yeah, we can see them all.
Thank you, Stevie.
We can also ignore them all.
No, we're not trying to ignore them all. I promise you that.
I'm joking. Which
Greg,
one you
how
have
are
in,
you,
Roll?
buddy?
Which one you have in? Jack Wolfs are the shit, dude. I'm
Mary
rocking
Ellen
the
wants to know when the CAIMANO is available.
feel good.
And I said it wrong, Sharif. CAIMANO.
Can you give the background on the name, and then maybe when it's available and all that kind of shit?
Yeah, so the name comes from the caiman crocodile because of the blade shape. I was like looking at it one day, and I was like, if you kind of do like this, it looks like a caiman crocodile kind of like on the water. You know?
I know what you're talking about now. Caiman crocodile is that like long ass snouted one?
Not super long. Those I know the one you're talking about. This one, they tend to be like smaller, almost like baby crocodiles.
Right, but they have kind of long snouts, right?
Narrower, I think.
Narrower.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah. And they're very ferocious.
I'll pull one up while you talk about it.
Yeah, and so like I tend to use like Italian for all of my knives, just because whatever, it's fun, you know, and it sounds different. So that's where CAIMANO came from. And the plan right now is to launch these at the end of the month, you know, and to basically like around Blade Show time to have them live on the website for pre-order. And if everything goes well and I hit my requirement to order them, it should only take 60 to 80 days to deliver them from pre-order. So
okay. And it has gone through several, or at least a couple of your crosshairs and refinements and upgrades.
Yeah,
which I think every knife should. I think that could have saved one of our favorite makers who's had an issue or two lately. A lot of problems. Yeah.
Wait,
just somebody, a maker who didn't send out prototypes and didn't do any tweaks.
Leon.
Yeah.
You guys don't have to. We don't beat around the bush here.
This is the new Juhvon. I'm not talking bad about anybody. I'm going to practice what I preach, and I'll debate anybody, and I'll hate no one.
Well, you're not hating just by saying I mean, you're saying
no, but people, and I realize that there are people that most people should not pay attention to, but I do. I don't want to trigger anybody, and I know that people get triggered from shit I say because it's not expected to come out of me.
Is there a button to kick somebody out of here? Because somebody's smoking something. Well, he is smoking something. What am I talking about?
Leon, nah, Stevie said.
Thanks,
Stevie,
Brian.
we'll go talk to him together at Blade Show, buddy.
Cut my own hair, actually.
Randy's, Wes's.
Can you see
WS.
that, Kev? Yes, I can see it. We're on our end. We can see here, guys. I'll just show you what we see, so then you guys know what's the deals. What's the deal is? It's gonna do that mirror thing, but you can see over here. Here's all the chats. The ones you see with these little symbols, those are the ones from Sharif or Juhvon's channel, but we still see them all. And then we have a tab right here for starred, and that'll show you all the super chats and whatnot that have come through.
And I'm going to type in here, usually that I talk, and y'all tell me in my chat if you're seeing it when I'm going to say howdy, y'all.
I'm going to pull this down as soon as it pops up because this has got to be annoying to people. That didn't come across over here. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Right here.
Yep.
So, just so you know. Stevie, it's not cool if you're not going to share. Stevie's just mad because he doesn't get them.
I carried when you started asking. I started out, this is my primary carry. And I carried, because it's Saturday and I'm wearing 5'11" pants that somebody here convinced me to buy without knowing it. I carried the little Barlow BFL.
Baby.
And then I carried I forget which slip joint. I think I've got the one I showed you. Nope, I've got something different in my pocket. I think I've got the Max Ace, Kevin, that you don't like. The Beetle.
Quarter stops?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
The thing's so thin, guys.
If you're at Blade, I'll smoke y'all out.
And I sharpened it today. I've been sharpening all my slip joints on my little Work Sharp field sharpener. So I've been hand sharpening them all real lightly and kind of learning the whole hand sharpening thing. I even got ballsy enough this afternoon to take out a couple of my 4-inch Veneve stones that I use on my Blitz 360 and hold them and do my hones on them and kept the angle.
Nice.
Because little traditionals are so short, it's easy to learn on. It's not a longer blade, right? So it's really quite easy to figure it out.
Damn it, LCAB. You don't need to keep donating. Actually, I did download a soundboard, though.
Good to see you, LCAP.
Original Goat is going to be a blade show. Need someone to get me black aluminum milled Yojimbo 2 scale.
Who said that?
Let's go.
Jay?
EDC Roundtable? You're selling them there?
No, on my website to start EDC Roundtable, we haven't discussed anything yet, or I haven't been invited yet.
Hey, Joe, I'm going to tell you a secret.
Oh, you're joining got it.
Oh, no, I haven't been invited.
Shoot an Instagram message to Marty at Original Goat and tell him what you're interested in, and I'm sure he can send you with the show special type deal, the scales you're looking for. I don't know Marty's last name, but I know he's on Knife Eclectic on Instagram. So go to Instagram. I think it's
something I can't pronounce.
Yeah. Super nice guy, and he'll take care of you, buddy.
This is the other thing I was carrying today.
Marty is the best, Mary Ellen.
Dude, you posted the video of that thing, and I've been like, bro, I already got 2.
Yeah.
I don't need a 3rd, but you're tempting me, man. You're tempting me.
They're so good.
Here's my 80s camo carbon one.
It looks so much better. It's just amp that knife up.
Right?
And then I got the burlap.
Now, which one came from, what'd you say, Cutlery Corner? One's a special edition?
Crane's Cutlery is the Zircuti.
Yeah,
gotcha.
The Zircuti.
You don't have that one there.
I got the scales from Carbonized, but I got the knives. These 2. Shout out to Sharif. Wasn't it you?
Yeah, dude.
Tactical Elements?
Yep. Tactical Elements, bro.
That's where I got. And dude, I realized real quick the drop point is way better, dude.
Dude,
and I like the Tanto. That works out good because just for a look.
Yeah, if you want to buy one, dude, you can buy the Tanto.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna probably
edge on it.
See how much cash I have because I want to buzz first.
But I do have another set of scales coming from Carbonized that are like purple carbo tie. They look sick.
Oh.
So I'm waiting on those, but I can always just keep those and then swap you know.
Yeah.
Or if you wanted the 80s with the Tanto, maybe I'd do that. I love the 80s, but that purple
So for
and
like
black looks
Steve,
fucking sick.
let me ask you a question. I won't bring it up again.
These are available now, by the way, guys. You go over to Crane's Cutlery. I think you can buy these.
How
in
much
all
more
three
are they
blade
than the
shapes.
regular ones with
What?
the carbon fiber? How much more are they than a micarta?
So these are 285, I think.
Right, they're right under
And this, I
300.
think, is like 4 something.
Ooh.
I'll go pull it up. I mean,
And I
Zircutai
know
is
the
not
camo
cheap.
carbon fiber. Well, that wasn't Zircutai, was it?
What?
What you just showed me.
Yeah,
No,
the
that's Zircutai.
Oh, it
one
looked
from
like a
Crane's
camo carbon
Cutlery.
fiber.
Dude, no, it's legit.
So here, I'll pull this up.
Is Ben gonna have
It's a
Jack
little
Wolf
heavier. It's a
at
little
Blade
heavier.
Show?
Yeah, that makes sense though. It's titanium.
427.
Woo.
Yeah, it adds $150, which I think is fair.
Yeah,
It
I'm not
is.
saying it's not fair. I'm just saying for
And
Javon's
they
blood,
need to get
I'd enjoy the
a
micarta just as
photographer
much.
or something.
Right?
These are terrible pictures. I mean, I've been chatting with the guy there. Oh, there's no more. What is this? The Tanto?
Yeah.
These two
Yeah,
are
too, that'll
available. Though.
stop.
The drop point's the one, guys. I'm telling you. If you had to pick one,
Is the grind thicker on the Tanto than the drop point?
yeah,
Or is it
that's
just
why.
Little
That's why
bit,
I don't
yeah.
like it because it's just too thick for me.
Rolo.
and Kyle didn't thin it down enough for you?
You will change your words when you get this in your hands, Rolo.
The XOM.
Sharif, I think it's sexy.
Thank you, man. I
Hey,
appreciate
have y'all
that.
seen the new Kunwu that looks very Evo-ish on the blade?
Oh, the Padre, yeah.
You don't seem excited. I'm just not excited by the lock that much.
I've seen it. It's been around for like a couple months already, so.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I guess I don't pay attention to shit enough.
It's not
But is
out
Ben
yet.
gonna is
I
Ben
know
gonna
it
have
exists.
Jack Wolfs in Atlanta?
Mhm.
Is he gonna have a few?
Yeah, he has a booth. He's obviously planning to sell knives.
Well, I knew. I didn't know if he was gonna be.
I think he usually holds back like 20 of each for shows.
Okay.
I'm not positive, but I think he does. So if you're looking for a specific CF on a specific version, that might be a good spot to get it. The one I'm carrying today is the Limoncello Feel Good. This is the one with this
Blade HQ sold out of that one first.
I really want to check out Jack Wolf because this is the last slip joint I bought. And this is the HSK Machine Works.
Okay.
Money.
You should check out, dude, sign up for the pass around in the pass around group on Slack. Dude, I have one in there right now.
Damn, man. See, I'm a little worried because like I don't want to sign up for anything new because I'm going to be out of town the last 2 weeks of June. So like I don't want to take up somebody's spot.
You just put a thing in the general. You say I'm going to be out of town.
Okay.
And then people know to skip you.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, and then, dude, nobody's going to care if you have something for an extra couple weeks. Like,
fair enough.
Unless if it's like a prototype or something, I always tell people ahead of time, to move quickly. But anything else, I like to think people would take like 7 to 10 days. But if you go on vacation, that's not a problem.
Okay.
Just out of curiosity, and I'm not interested, but just do you guys reach out to manufacturers? How do you start one of your pass around groups to get people to donate knives? Are they donating to one person as kind of a head to the group?
Wait, repeat that one more time. I'm sorry.
Like if you're a pass around group and you started it or somebody started it,
yeah.
Do you just have that single contact point with different knife makers? And how does it go about where people do they learn about you and reach out to lend you knives? Or y'all asking for knives?
So the group that I'm talking about is, I guess it's my group. It started because I get a lot of knives in, and I feel like when companies send me stuff, it's nice of them to send me shit for free, basically, for review, and I feel like it kind of just rewards.
So you're sharing out your stuff that would be shared with your channel. You're making it available to your channel.
Anything basically in that group is technically mine, I guess.
That's super awesome.
Around.
Just from a competitive standpoint, it doesn't seem to exist between channels. It seems more cooperative. been competitive. I'm sure they're competitive people, but I just think that's awesome.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, Juhvon, like G-Ball and I were talking about this earlier. That's just the nature of Lefty, man. Like Lefty can hoard all of this shit for himself. He doesn't have to set up any of this stuff. He doesn't have to share any of his knowledge, any of the stuff he gets, but he does that. And that's
his time and effort is you can't put a price on what he's done for Knives Live for making it possible. I mean, literally,
dude. That's why, like, I nobody has a bad word to say about Lefty, man. Like, we all appreciate you, brother.
Well, and if they do, we squash it quick because it's unfounded. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, I think you've been
shit on their knife or something.
Too transparent. No, if you do, it comes from a place of what you're feeling at that point.
I've had people like loan me a knife and then never talk to me again because I talk shit on it.
And that's,
criticism is it hurts.
Sometimes you run into sensitive people, and I've learned to just kind of let it go. And you know, I'm as nice as like I can be. I'm not, you know, but if I get something in for review and it's not my style, that's what I say. But you know, it's not being rude about it.
Yeah.
But some people take that to heart because it's their knife, especially if it's like a custom or something.
But it helps people make informed decisions. And sometimes a bad review will help someone buy it because they know what you like and dislike. And it might be something that they think they can work past and they have a great experience with it. Because you're rarely getting in super crappy knives. So that's the good thing about, at least for me, I'm reviewing what I've got and had in my collection. And I'm just getting, I mean, I've really evolved a lot. I mean, when I look at the slip joint rabbit hole, which I've bottomed on until I get a Jack Wolf, it's just, I would have never thought 4, 5, 6 weeks ago that I would ever have a need or look at the slip joint section of Knife Joy or go to GP Knives and put in slip joint. I mean, to me, it's almost like what has happened in my brain to make me all of a sudden accept and like these.
You need to just avoid Jack Wolf then, because it fucks you up. You can't like anything that's.
I know. See, I know my limitations. That's. I mean, dude, believe me, I'm not.
It's like getting a Shiro as your first knife. Like
it's not. It's not that I'm worried that I'm not going to like it. That I think it's going to be not worth the $300. I'm not thinking that at all.
Yeah. 100%.
I'm thinking it's going to be 300 times 14, 15, 20.
Yeah. Guys, check out his NAF sale post for his Mokutai Penguin Plus. If anybody's looking for one, check that out.
I'll tell you, if anybody's looking for something adventurous, there's a Wilkins. I forget the name of the knife, but it's a custom. I don't think the maker's in business anymore, but my buddy E to Z bought the larger version off NAF sale. It's on there now. It's called Wilkins Knives, and he makes a really cool, reminds me almost of an Avant, a Luft Concept Avant blade, but it's got a deployment hole, an axis lock.
You want to just share the thing, or?
Yeah, I'll show it to you real quick. Let me go to NAF sale.
Oh, Sharif, I'll make sure you're the first one to get the gator.
Dude, I didn't tell you, man. Or did I? I can't remember. It's been a little while right now. But they were pissed, like even a month later after my reviews. And
what do you mean pissed?
I'll put it this way. I heard through the grapevine that they talked to my OEM and asked them if they instructed me to give them a bad review. They thought it was a hit piece.
And why are people so petty?
And I'm like, bro, I gave my opinion. Like, I own it. Like, that's my perspective. And dude, I like up until like earlier this month, I was getting like hate comments, like, you know, on YouTube where it filters out comments for review. Like, I was like, oh, let me check if I got anything in there. And I was getting like one step below death threats for my review. Yeah.
Dude, ironically, they stopped sending me stuff.
Oh, really?
Right around that time. And then recently I emailed them a couple times. I was like, yo, are you like, do you have anything you want to send me? Like, do you have an issue like with my content, or like, cause if it's fine, I'll move on. Like, I'll pull your affiliate link out of my description. I just feel weird when like I have the link down there and a company's not really like, you know, I'm not really cooperating with them anymore. It feels weird. So I just kind of emailed them about it. And the first time they kind of just like blew it off. And then the second time they were like, oh, like, you know, and they said, you know, it's all good. And then they would send me the Gator. And I asked to check out that new one that looks crazy, the compression lock. But yeah, I thought it was interesting that it was right around the same time.
Damn, man,
that happened, because those were the ones that I was passing around, right? I don't think you ever said that, but I don't know. Maybe it was.
And maybe it happens with bigger companies, but like when Jason sends a knife, all he asks is that I let him know first, not that I don't do the review, so he can make changes, and that I mention the review, that he's aware of it, and if he agrees, he'll take those changes into consideration.
Yes,
and I've only reviewed a couple of knives, but I think he's doing a service for himself. It's helping him come up with a more viable product. He's getting feedback from people who might buy the knife. I don't see why everyone wouldn't do that. Some people won't
do reviews that are negative. Like if you talk to Jim Skelton, he doesn't like. If you send him the CAIMANO, which in my video I said, dude, you have to send one of these to Jim. He would fucking love this knife, and he'd be a perfect dude to have review this. If you haven't talked to him already, I don't know your relationship. But do you talk to him at all?
No, I've never had an opportunity.
If you want, I can show it to him and see if he's, you know, interested in checking.
By
all
means,
because he's a flipper guy. He's a tactical guy. I think he would love this thing.
I think that's right up his alley.
He was the first person I thought of when it came out of the box. Like, who would like this? But anyway, Jim, you know, he's put it out there before. I'm not telling any secrets, but like, if you send him a knife like this, and he doesn't think it's ready for, you know, I think he calls it prime time or something, then he'll make a video. He'll send it to you, and he'll just let you, to give you the critiques and whatever, instead of posting it and possibly doing damage to your, you know, product.
I respect that.
See, that's just huge. That's doing something kind for someone, I think. Whether you take it or leave it.
There's ways to do it where I wouldn't do that. I would post a video giving my take, good and bad, you know, and I've learned over the years to be constructive about it now versus like early on, I was pretty brutal. And I've also learned to understand what is my preference and what is actually bad. I used to just everything, you know, if it wasn't for me, you know,
but it was just
I would just hammer it. Right. Which isn't.
And I think you've gotten a huge reality check in how the business works from the other side, making knives. I think that whether you want to say it influences you or not, I think you understand the challenges that most designer makers come into. So maybe you're more able to explain that, which is helpful to people who don't know. I mean, I think you've given a bigger glimpse into how the trade works between, at least to me, between American designers, American makers, and Chinese OEMs. And the fact that you're so transparent is a huge service to people who are thinking about getting into the business or thinking about not getting in the business or whatever, just to try to understand the reason you're prohibited from just jumping into US stuff all the time, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Dude, and like from my perspective, you know, the reviews I didn't like slam them for slamming's sake. You know, it was constructive criticism. I'm like, dude, if you're doing this doesn't work, yada, yada, yada. It wasn't like I said, oh, here's a pile of poop. You know? Come on, you know? But,
and I rarely buy knives that are, every now and then I'll buy budget knives that I've never heard of, but usually it's something that someone's made me want to bring into my collection, either for the channel now that I have a channel or because I want to try it. So most of my experiences are going to be just sharing the experience. I'm rarely going to get a duck, but when I get like a Blade HQ situation like I just did, or an Atlantic Knives, I will fucking shit on them.
What happened to Blade HQ?
They're fucking douchebags.
What happened?
They I mean,
Sorry, I missed
again,
it.
it's not a big deal, and you tell me if I'm out of line because they offered to make it right in their mind. So I told you I bought this knife, this this Jens Anzo root, because it was advertised on their site as titanium and M390. They had a raw titanium for 139. This was advertised at 119 on sale, which when you're reading the two descriptions, whether you read the main description or you click in the
Brian, check the
description,
chat.
it shows titanium. So you think you're saving 20 bucks. So I bought it. It came in, I did the unboxing, loved the knife, but I was like, man, that feels like aluminum. So I wrote their customer service an email saying, hey, just wanted to check before I do the full review. I ordered this knife from you guys that on your website's listed as titanium. I think it's aluminum. You might want to check that and let me know because I've got a review to do. And if you want to send me the raw titanium, I'm happy to send you this one back. Just joking, but I didn't say haha. So anyway, I get Kevin. He's a fantastic gentleman, but he's basically pulling customer service script saying, John, thank you for bringing that to our attention. We have notified our team to make the changes on the website. I can understand how you might be disappointed with the knife. Let me know if you'd like us to send you a return label and we will issue a full refund. Keep in mind it could take, I forget how many days to get the
Okay.
refund. So he made everything right.
Yeah.
I didn't want to send the knife in. I was like, okay, how about if I send you the knife with $30 wrapped around it and you send me back the titanium before my review before Blade Show? Or you tell me a way, is there any way I can just send this knife back and get the titanium and pay you the difference plus cheese if you need me to? Is there any way to make that happen? It took a day and I get another obvious scripted email saying, John, our policy prevents us from doing that. We would have to issue you a refund after we return the knife, and then you could buy the knife that you originally thought you were buying. So personally, from a customer service standpoint, if it was my company, first of all, I probably would have just sent the titanium knife and said, swap me out. Sorry that we fucked you, and no telling how many other people.
I would have done
And then
that.
I was talking to somebody today, and just like with the little Black Mirror situation that they remedied, how much of these little shenanigans are truly accidents or how much of these shenanigans are profit grabs? Because they sell this knife for $10 more than Knife Center. If I go to Knife Center right now, I can buy this knife for $99.99. Nobody goes to Knife Center. If you go to Blade HQ, you can buy it on sale for $119.
Sells a lot of knives.
I know. I'm just saying, I'm not using them as a gold standard. I'm just saying, usually you would think Knife Center and Blade HQ would be about the same. When Knife Center's $10 less, it just makes me think
Blade HQ had a reward system.
They have nothing. I mean, I'm surprised. I'm glad they're starting to work with influencers.
Dude,
I'm glad they're starting to work with channels. I noticed Metal Complex got a big box of knives from today, and I know Jared's got some relationship with them. I've got that knife down there, Kevin, if you want to share it at any time.
You know why they started doing that, I feel? Because I did that video I linked to you, man, where like I basically said Blade HQ is completely out of touch with the community.
Dude, their videos, like the knives they recommend in those videos, it's like it's like it's 1947.
Right?
There's it's like the Spider Coat Delica 4. And it's like, are you kidding me? Like I saw Ben recommend this 12 years ago.
Exactly.
It is weird. Now I like Blade HQ and I link their stuff a lot on my channel because they have everything. Yeah. And they're part of the affiliate thing that I use. So it makes it easy to link stuff, and people want to be able to buy knives that you review. So it's nice to be able to actually link stuff. Where, you know, back in the day, I used to just review stuff and I wouldn't have links to anything. Like a lot of times you couldn't even get the knife at all. Or it'd be on a site that I can't recommend because I don't know. I haven't bought from them or anything.
Yeah.
So like Blade HQ to me is
they got me
like
started.
Walmart. They have everything, you know, and it's not my first choice when shopping because I'd rather support a smaller company
Right.
But if they have it and I want it, I'll buy it from Blade HQ. I have no problem buying from them.
If
I
they're
mean,
the only one that
yes,
has
dude, the
it.
response you got, sure. I think a smaller white glove treatment type company would have done that.
And I
Yeah.
know the
But
limitations they feel. I know how hard it is to make sure this inventory is in stock and this inventory is not. So they've got to do a SKU swap somehow to make sure that they're
but
online.
at the very least, they offered a refund, you
Yeah,
know, and
I'm gonna burn their ass.
what?
I'm gonna burn their ass. What I was gonna show you, pull that picture up one more time and see that little T8 pivot, this little T8 screw right beside
Yeah.
the pivot. Do you know what that's for?
This?
That little
I don't
T.
know. Is this what is this? You said it's
That's
like an
that.
accent block?
That's that Wilkins custom, made in the USA, aluminum handle,
Hmm.
Axis style lock. But see where the back side of the pivot is?
Yeah,
The screw's on the other
I'm trying
side.
to think. Does that like adjust the
Don't
tightness?
overthink it. No, it's very simple, but it's cool the way they did it.
Oh, it's the lock for the pivot.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
the way that they lock that pivot in so it doesn't rotate. I
It's
think that's cool
Captive
as shit.
system, you're saying?
Yeah, it's a captive pivot system with
It's
that extra.
fucking. That's the stupidest thing I've seen.
I think it's when you see it in person, dude, it doesn't look stupid. It's cool.
It looks like you added a screw on your fucking pivot.
Look at the other side of it. Here, look.
How do I look at the other side?
I'll show you the other side.
Sorry, I was supposed
No,
to be
I'm
impressed.
the one that's got control of it, and I'm not doing a good job.
What is this knife again?
This is the Wilkins
Ooh,
Leaf Storm
Can you
9.
go down? Can you zoom in or something? Let me see that blade. That's pretty sick. But you
It
could
is
just
pretty
go buy a
sick.
pony stout. It looks kind of similar to. We probably copied this actually.
No, you didn't. You probably never saw this. But for a
I have
USA
no
made knife,
idea who this is.
if you go to Google My Business, it's this is a smaller
No,
version
it
of it.
looks cool, dude. But that makes no sense to me. I would never like
You
why
wouldn't
just
pay
put a
$4
fucking
$1/4
D shape.
for it?
Just put a
Yeah, I
D-shaped
know.
pivot. Like, why are you blowing up putting a screw in there to make? I don't know.
The interesting thing about this guy is his name is Michael
Later, Byron.
Michael something, and he's from the USA, born and raised here, and he now lives in Germany. So all of his knives are made in Germany, even though he's a USA maker. But he's not made in USA guy, he's made in Germany guy.
That's
The
interesting.
pony stout is so good.
Yeah, we know why they do it, Roll, but like, it's not endearing to the community.
Exactly.
Like they carry fucking Devo, dude. Like they have, but I think there's buzzes on their website right now, but you probably won't see that in a video or anything.
Dude,
And part of that is because they don't have 400,000 of them. You know, like they did show the stout when they had those.
They'll show
like,
I bet.
no, they don't.
It'd be cool. It'd be cool if they were like, "Hey, check out this new brand. Like, we've been carrying some of their stuff. Like, they have
especially when they sold out.
and
Most of them, they've only got 2 colorways left, right?
yeah, but like, I don't know. I just think
No.
could do. They have the opportunity to promote people like me.
Dude, Lefty, I did literally a whole video about
I know,
that.
dude. I just stole that from your video.
I
watched it.
You're 100% right though, because like, dude, they've got
you're right.
They've got Arcane. They've got fucking
they've sold Luft stuff.
Yeah, and like, what does it take for them to do one 10-minute video that says, "Oh, hey, we're not going to promote a PM2, a bug
How about
out."
a boutique brand video, dude?
Thank you.
They do these types of videos with different topics, boutique brands. Boom, that'd be great.
As a simple business decision, you just got 4 different knives from an unknown maker, the second maker's knives you've gotten. They're listing for $330, and you sell 2 of the SKUs out immediately. Does it not make sense to you as a dealer, from a business standpoint, to promote that small brand, knowing that you can next time buy more?
So I think
because they're all about profit.
Their thinking on it is this: we have X amount of products, and we have to sell whatever, right? Well, we just brought in this knife, the Buzz, right? And we have, however, I think I sent them like 40 on this batch. I have more going to them when the final shipment comes, but I sent them 40, right? If they can sell all those within a month without doing anything, they're happy with that.
Right.
Because they don't have to go out of the way and put energy and money into marketing something they can sell anyway, when they maybe need to put that into the PM2 because they have 80,000 of them on the shelves.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how, and this is the problem in general with big business, right?
Yeah.
Like you have the dude up in the CEO office going, yo, we got 400 grand into these PM2s.
Exactly.
And he's not going, oh, we spent 10 grand or whatever on fucking Devo. So it's like, they're not gonna, but if they had to, they would. If they had enough and it made sense and somebody down low was bugging them to do it, then maybe they would do it. I don't know.
Dude.
I think it's an interesting topic. The reason I like Blade HQ is because when I got into the hobby, they were like the go-to YouTube channel to watch. They were fun. Ben was the shit. Zach was awesome. Kurt was cool. It was such a blast watching those guys, and I learned a lot from them getting into it. And that's why I just have this general likeness for Blade HQ. That's
I will argue
my
this.
reason.
If we did not
and I do
know
work with them,
as much as we thought we knew about knives, if we were still new in the hobby, we would still be attracted to the new people on Blade HQ because they do a great service in making a lot of things available to somebody that's new like me 2.5 years ago, because I bought 85% of my knives from Blade HQ, another 10% from Knife Center, and a few from Knife Works for the first year and a half. Everything I bought was from them.
Yeah, no, I bought from Blade HQ, White Mountain
And
Knives.
I think from a designer
I bought a lot from.
It only makes sense for you guys to get in as many different dealers that are reputable as possible. You want diversification of that audience, do you not? Yeah. Do you not want to be in Smoky Mountain Knife Works and Blade HQ and the little guy?
Yeah, I want to be everywhere, but I also know that I don't have 80,000 knives to sell. So like, I have the relationships I have some dealers that I've talked to that I want to sell knives to. I just literally don't have any knives to sell to them unless I sold every dealer like 5,
That's right.
So we need to work on our quantities and getting more and figuring that out. But we try to play the game of where, how many do we order? I don't want knives sitting on the shelves, even if they're bought by a dealer. I don't want knives just getting dusty on a shelf. So I don't know. Like, I feel like we try to be sort of,
y'all are very cautious. I think you're very cautious in what you do. And I know you're trying to say you want to balance it out perfectly.
Well, it's not that. It's just that I don't want to have 8,000 stouts on the market. Like,
because that cheapens the brand. I agree.
Well, no, the reason I think Colin and I both, he's a designer. So by nature, he wants to pump out designs. And I'm not a big fan of the same thing over and over and over.
Yeah.
I used to get pissed at Vero, I think it was, because it was just always the Impulse, right?
Neutron,
coming out, or the Synapse, and then he dropped the Axon, and he doesn't have a shit ton of models, but he's diversified a bit now.
Yeah.
And that was something that always bugged me early on, and I love Joseph, and he obviously has played the game right.
He is.
But
I don't
know. I think personally, I'd rather have 10 models and have, a number of each of those out there versus one model, even though the stout would probably do well if we were just pumping it out, or the mash. But we want to try new things. Like, we want to do different stuff, and we constantly want to improve. So that's another reason You're just not going to see that happen from us. We're not going to just reorder and reorder and reorder.
No, I'm not
We're gonna
suggesting
change
that.
shit,
I'm
you
simply
know?
talking about relationships with dealers. It would
Yeah.
make sense to me that you would want the maximum expansion of relationships because you can release more
Right.
knives as exclusives if you want
But-
to, or as different colorways, and you're not having to fund them.
That's correct. But you also have to play the mental gymnastics and the business side of things where it comes to profits.
Do they want
Because
to
if
pay
you
you right
sell-
away, or
if
do they
you
want to
sell
pay you
things
90
direct-
days?
What?
Do they want to pay you right away, or pay you like 90 days or net 180?
I
Do they
usually let them do what we do. So like we get charged 30% up front, then we pay a 70% final payment before knives are ready to ship. And I usually just transfer that to the dealer. So they'll pay me 30% up front, and then I'll send them an invoice for 70% when the final payments due. That way they're more likely to order and order more.
So they don't.
If
It
I
doesn't
don't make
linger
them
though.
pay up front. But you got to think about this, guys. This is literally asking dealers to do pre-orders. They don't want to do pre-orders.
Aren't they used to doing that?
Maybe, but I think definitely at the 30% type of thing, yeah. But if you ask the dealer to pay up front 100% for these things, I don't know.
way.
Unless you're like Chavez where they know you're going to sell them and there's, thousands of them out there maybe.
Yeah.
But, trying to get in the door, it's just kind of, but part of it is the margins, dude. Like if you look at Jack Wolf, right? He plays that game. He has 30 dealers or whatever, and everything goes through them, right? But you have to sell more knives to get more money.
Right. Yeah,
If
because
you
you're
sell
giving them
direct,
wholesale prices.
If you go like Vero or EMP EDC, where you sell 95% of stuff direct, you're
100% better off.
And you have to price things at a dealer price because in case you do sell to dealers, you have to have their 30% built in. So the ones you sell direct, you're making a good margin on.
And an additional 30% of what the dealer would be selling it for.
Right.
That's
and
why
if I sell a knife to a dealer, we basically get the same thing they do. Like you get 30%, they get 30. Like you get that margin, they get that. Unless you want to sell your knives at $400, which I don't want to do. Like, when like the margins, we try to keep prices reasonable, and then the ones that we do sell direct, those help us more because we get a little bit more profit out of it. But we have to have that price, and we can't sell the ones direct for less because then we're shitting on our dealers.
Right.
So it's a real balance, and it comes down to how you want to play the game.
You're in essence buying their audience. If I look at it as a true marketing standpoint, you're going for that lower margin by having the exposure to their customer base.
Yeah.
Right.
You're not shipping everything direct. You're not. So I've kind of invented a new way of doing it. And we do these 50-50 partnerships with dealers. And we do exclusive models. So the Pony Stout, the Growler, the Mash, we did all those as the Lush we're doing. We do all those as 50-50 dealer. I call it the dealer partnership program. And basically they pay half, we pay half, and then we get half, they get half. So it's just 50 down the middle. And we design it. We work with the OEM, prototyping. We do all that shit. We market, obviously. And then the dealer also does marketing, but they QC. They ship individual knives. They take the heavy lifting off because we have full-time jobs. Like we taking the time, like the Buzz, that took a weekend out of my life that,
you'll never get back. But
I'm already working full-time doing all this other shit. And then trying to do that 6, 7, 10 times a year would be crazy. You know what I mean?
How
doing it a couple times is fine.
How unrealistic if you sell the knives, if everything was even and you had a website, which you do, but that was set up to reach a similar audience or be visible to a similar audience, with that extra 30% or whatever you make when you sell direct, how many more knives would you have to sell to where you and Colin could focus exclusively on Devo and it makes sense for you to bring everything except for the small urban EDCs, the small exclusive you want to do with select dealers, but where you're mainly controlling that? Is that ever anything you want to do, or is that not part of the plan?
what, to go full time?
No, I know you're going to go full time eventually, to focus more on what's the downside of dealing direct. So when you deal direct, essentially you're making an additional 30% margin
Yeah.
because you're not with the dealer. So have y'all thought about how many, if your website was on a more equal tier with Blade HQ, which we know it's not, they're not getting the same amount of traffic by any means,
Right.
but if you were as visible, do you have any idea how many more knives you could, or how many less knives you would have to sell to make the same amount of money? Or if you sold the same amount, how much more y'all put in your pockets so you can go, I just don't even need this job, if we focus on our website and we focus on controlling our destiny with the help of outsiders by saying, Urban, I want you to have some of these nips, or I want you to have some of these, but you slow down on one knife, and I'm not gonna let you, I'm gonna hold the, you're at the position, I think, to where you can demand more of the way you two envision it running down the road because you've proven yourself.
So
The
what
sales
we're
proving
what we're
themselves.
what we're trying to do going forward is sort of a 50-50 split of, like, with the nip, what we're going to do is have 2 dealers with exclusives, and then we're going to have 2 versions ourselves. So kind of where we do it both ways. We'll have dealers involved, and then we'll also have our own to sell.
Right.
So that way it kind of, we don't have to ship X amount. I think we're going to do 500. We don't have to ship 500. We only have to ship 250.
250. And you're making that extra on
we get more
250.
profit from the 250 we sell direct, right? That affords us, this is another reason we do this kind of stuff, is that affords us to take a less margin on the ones that go to dealers, right? But it's, it's a whole kind of
You've thought about it.
gymnastics, and it lets us lower the price to where, I don't want to sell the nip at $250 like somebody.
You never have to. That's not
what I mean?
My point is just controlling the process.
At 180, 175, 185 S90V fat carbon or S90V in titanium. I think that's a good price. $175 for those materials. We can do that because we can, sell some direct, sell some through dealers.
Sure.
Right. The dealers help us pad the numbers in terms of quantity, right?
Sure.
It's a whole thing,
point
man.
Is, I know it is. And it's a lot to think about.
We choose to do multiple models versus large quantities of one model, if that's kind of the way we like to do things, at least right now. And we're evolving and learning, and neither of us are fucking business experts. I drew a knife on a napkin and this happened. So,
well, right. And you're learning the best way that you can learn. And my only point is, your dealers are getting a very good deal, like they do from all their manufacturers, for the amount of effort they're putting. All they're doing is taking advantage of their buying people, right? Whether you believe it or not, you're the one who's marketing Devo products.
Yeah.
You're doing it. You market it for all those guys. They're not paying you advertising fees. So all I'm saying is, at some point, you're already doing the heavy lifting. So if that 30% that they get is
not
insignificant,
the physical heavy lifting.
But
here's the thing,
heavy is that?
I think the answer to your question is, if when one of us or both of us go full time and have the time,
right,
then we'll pull back.
That's what I would think your long-term plan would be.
And we'll still do dealer, we'll sell to dealers, exclusives, whatever, but we'll do more direct because we can, because we'll have the time to actually do it.
And it'll be worth it because it'll be paying you dividends to do so.
Right, which we'll need.
Sure, absolutely, to put back in the business and to survive. Absolutely.
I don't know if people realize, but right now, I don't even know if we could afford to pay one of us full time. Like,
and you couldn't. You got to think about insurance for your family. You got to think about insurance for your family. I mean, there's all kinds of costs that you don't even think about when you think, oh man, it'd be great to have a knife company. Yeah, there's a lot.
You'd be recycling. Like, what we do is take all the money and put it back in. That's why we're pumping out models left and right, because that money just goes right back into more Devo. It doesn't go in our pockets. Like we literally paid ourselves for the first time last month. We decided to start doing a quarterly payment of like $2,500. Nothing, honestly. For the work we put in, that's nothing. We just started doing that. We've had the business for, a year and a half or whatever. So, all of the money goes back in essentially. And if we start pulling money out to pay one of us to go full time, that leaves us less funds to do stuff. And we like doing stuff. So it's kind of like, it's a big juggling act.
Which, by the way, is the smart
value. Yeah, it is
because
the smart way.
You build it and then you go full time.
Because the thing is, there are some knife makers / designers who don't play that game. They don't prototype. They just do their standard models, keep on regurgitating them. Right. They pull out all the profits and they go buy themselves a jet ski. And it's like, bro, that's not the move, guys. Like, what are you building? You're just pimping the community,
Well, some guys do it as a side thing.
And rub it in their face on your Instagram.
I think sometimes sometimes I think it's a money grab. Like a knife maker is like, dude, I can just put a production model out and just take, and then I make 40 grand or whatever and boom. Like, and I think that's fine. If that's how they want to roll, that's fine.
See, I don't have a problem with the custom guys doing that. Some people like shit on the custom guys for it, but like, let's be real, right? Like the custom market, like ebbs and flows really hardcore. It's not smooth sailing with like constant work. You know what I mean? So those guys want to release like production knives and pad their bottom line
and buy themselves machines to make better customs.
Exactly.
That's what Sparrow Knife Co. was. He said that. He's like, I'm doing this production stuff so I can make more customs. Better customs.
Those guys I got no beef with. It's the ones who are just like knife designers, who just sit there.
Nobody's
about a crappy product.
An unsuccessful businessman.
And then they like essentially like pimp the community to get some money and freaking, I said, just
that's a moral question, I guess. It's not really.
No. It's like, totally a moral thing.
It's not really something I have a problem with. It's just not what I would do, or I might not support that person if I see them do that. But that's everybody can make their own. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Oh, do it your way, but just
I don't know who you're talking about. Dude, I'm full of shit all the time.
I don't know if from the outside you can see the trajectory that you have. So I'm just saying ride that shit kind of like a power surfboard. I mean, use it to your advantage to get it the way you want it for each situation, because I think you've earned that bargaining right if you need it. I mean, you've got the clout because your shit sells out in no time.
What up, Casey?
Casey?
Yeah,
there's a whole lot of ugly on the screen.
Basically, we want to put the money back in so that we can grow it faster and more or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
and then have something in the future to go to versus just draining it now.
Get your jet ski in the future, bro.
Well, I want a fleet of jet skis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want a fleet of jet skis, but
you want to be able to one day walk into your manufacturing facility like somebody whose name I won't mention to polarize the touchy audience, but you want to be able to go into your workplace, have your office, and have them making knives. Have American families making knives 10 years down the road. I mean, it's all part of an evolution.
I'm trying to build a lefty empire over here, right?
Dude,
I think it's still funny that you started
with use you as an OEM, like USA made blades.
Lefty burgers.
That's a whole nother niche you could find. I mean, I'm just telling you, once you start getting your equipment and a couple of people to run it, you're off to the races. And the only way you can do that is by investing in your company and have it be successful.
Dude, all I want is this is literally all I want is to do knife stuff full time.
Yeah.
And I
think
want
all
to
of us
be, and I want to
doing
still
want
be
it.
comfortable. Like I live a decent life right
Yeah.
now, but it's because I have, income from a full-time job, a channel, and Devo. Small income from those two, but at least it's more income. If I cut the cord on my full-time job right now, we'd be fine, but it would be tight. And I don't really want to do that. I want to be able to I just want to be able to pivot and still be, in a decent situation. I'm not trying to get rich. I just want to have a
Do
decent
what you love.
amount of money and love what I do. Yes. That is for me, it's about the passion, not the money.
That's the American dream, I think, is to be able to do what you love and make a living doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
When is that beautiful lush coming? Do I have one? I still have one. I sent the protos to Colin for Blade Show.
What's up, drink water?
We are not doing the White Storm though. We're doing this Arctic. We're doing a lava flow, and we're doing 80s camo carbon.
That's looking good, man.
Yeah,
I mean, they're just all sick.
This thing's sick. That was something I want to ask about the CAIMANO is this has me questioning if Kaiser is doing Jack Wolfs.
Right?
That finish you don't see very often, and that is
the exact same color tie.
Damn near, dude. I think it's identical.
Man, I've been trying to figure out who does Jack Wolf, and it
would be funny if it was somebody that obvious. And Kaiser can pump knives out.
Yeah. Tell me that wouldn't make you think that Kaiser's got their shit together even more.
But does Kaiser? The one thing is, I don't think I've seen a Kaiser with a belt satin though.
Yeah,
I don't know that I've seen them do a belt satin.
Have you asked about that? Because this thing would be perfect.
Dude, I'm gonna ask them based on your feedback, man.
But could they use another blade
if it
company?
had this finish, dude.
I love belt satin. You're
the horizontal up here, dude. It would be
good to see you. Drink water.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it would be amazing with that finish.
Mike McLaughlin, everybody needs jet skis. I agree. Chinese kids need to be zipping around too. Everybody needs a punctured spleen.
But yeah, these are two knives I would look out for this year, guys. Really digging both of these. The RWB from Luft and the CAIMANO.
See what you can enter that in, Sharif, in terms of tactical knives. I'm telling you, that is a
dude,
it's really good in a reverse grip, dude.
I'm definitely gonna do that, man.
Gas station grip. You got that rib back spacer, geared back spacer.
This is a tactical knife, which I was surprised that it won the tactical knife of the year when it was put up.
Did you pick this up from the CKF?
No, actually, that's just something I've been doing. If you see some of my knives, like the Ruckus has like a pseudo geared back spacer. It depends. Like if I do a more tactical knife or tactical inspired knife, I'll always put some.
Dude, having it right here is fucking awesome too. And I was wondering, would it be too much if you did it on the clip?
I'm thinking about it. I'm definitely thinking about it after your feedback.
I think it would tie it in because what I was saying is the belt satin, and the only other thing that stood out to me on the knife, which is not really like an issue or anything. It looks good, but the clip is not as over designed as that sounded bad. Not as thoughtfully designed. I don't know how to say it.
I know what you're saying.
Not as integrated.
Yeah, I guess like everything else seems like you spent a lot of time fucking detailing, and I know it's because you made it reversible.
Yeah,
and it makes we know firsthand with Devo stuff, it's a bitch, dude, to make a reversible clip and then have it also kind of match the lines and everything because it has to flip over.
Exactly, yeah.
But I think if you geared it, then it would kind of add that little touch that might
bring that character back in.
Tie it in. Yeah,
I feel you, man. It's actually like good feedback. I appreciate that.
Is there a cutout under the clip?
No. No.
It looks like there's one.
No, it's just flush. It's completely flush.
Yeah, well, they did a good job with it because it honestly looks like it's sunk in.
Dude, yeah. We went back and forth because dude, the first clip I did was like almost like a good half a mil thicker, and it was a pocket ripper.
Yeah.
Like it was bad.
It's a very good functional clip. Everything about it's really good. The other detail that really stood out to me is if you guys look at any, and I know this from the Stout, and if you look at any bolster lock, right, and I've handled a shit ton of them at this point. I mean, here's like a Vero Synapse. If you look at any fucking bolster lock, this area right here on the lock bar where the scale of the inlay transitions over to the lock bar is always a pain in the ass. It's always fucking sharp as balls, and it's just a hot spot for some people. For me, I never really land on it and grip my knives tight enough for it to be an issue. But the way you design this, how it kind of has a coffin shape, and the way at least they chamfered this edge, it's literally the best bolster lock transition I've ever seen on a knife.
So one of the secrets to that is like, and I did this back with the Grazioso, right? Is when you put an angle on the bolster right there, it resolves that sharp edge a lot of times. Kaiser and I, we talked about that, just softening that edge a little bit too. But if you lay back the angle, specifically where the lock bar transition is, that eliminates that. Because dude, I have a Vero Synapse XL with my Carta. It's got that vertical line on it, and I've never felt my Carta feel sharp before, but I do with the Vero, which is like crazy. They
all have it, dude. And I mean, the Stout has it, even the V2 has it, and you can ask an OEM to knock that corner down as much as you want, but it's still a fucking 90-degree corner. Like, but the way you dropped it off here, it just works. There's literally no sharpness at all. I've never felt a bolster like that. So
thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
Fucking awesome. And then the landing pad on the back here is so good, dude. And the way it's not just, I don't know if you designed it this way or if it's just common sense, but did you design this as a landing pad for when you flip it?
Yeah, and I'm actually even going to extend it just a little bit more for people with slightly bigger fingers.
Yeah, mine drags a little past it, I guess.
Yeah.
But the thing I noticed is it is fucking ridiculously inviting when you put your thumb down right here. It's just amazingly comfortable, and it rides you right into that jimping.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That little relief right there, like the meat of your thumb just kind of subtly sinks into it, and it just makes it a little bit more comfortable,
Yeah. They crushed these transitions too.
Manny, that's Sharif's new knife. It's coming out from Mangana Steel. What's it called again, Sharif? I always forget names.
The
63 dead shows. The
it's
what?
In the title.
The CAIMANO.
CAIMANO.
Yeah.
It's like a little alligator.
The only thing that I really want to do left to make it like perfectly comfortable is these like little interior edges here. I want to put like a slight chamfer on them, just so like if you really hard grip the knife is like death grip, you won't feel any like edge, And
I think I saw that in your Shiro video.
Yeah. Like if you look at Shiros, they do that.
Yeah, dude. This thing's fucking awesome.
Dude, I'm glad you like it, man. I really am. Like,
are you sticking with the T6 on the clip screws?
So I tried to do T8s.
It'll make the holes too big, probably, and
it would make
I figured.
That's the only downside, but I'm okay with that.
If it's a clip, it doesn't bother me if it's a clip.
Yeah.
Yeah, me neither.
Because sometimes you have to, like, even like on the Lush, they can't. Concept would have to make these way bigger, which would look like shit. Like,
Yeah.
why do that if you
Exactly.
have a good, well-tooled T6, and a reason for it? I get it. But if you
Yeah.
just throw T6s on shit because that's what you have left over, then it's annoying. And right here's a T6 because this area is very small.
Here's a really
So
well
T8
done
wouldn't even
T8.
work.
The Smax Ace. Those are
Oh, yeah.
T8s, but they're those
Yeah.
nice machine screws.
Yeah, and that's a big old knife.
It's
So,
it's about the size of what you were just holding, isn't it?
nah, I don't think so. The Lush is like a 2.9-inch blade.
This is like a 3.
Yeah? Okay.
Yep. Let's see. I just stabbed myself.
I don't know. I think it looks better not having them. And then it's
Yeah,
the
it
same
does.
reason. I actually like the wire clip on this model a lot. We've kind of started to think about moving away from wire clips more, but on this model, I think it makes a lot of sense because if you look at the inlay, the wire clip makes it to where you're not covering up a bunch of an inlay.
Yeah.
That's
I
one
think
thing
you
I
can
like
see
about
more.
wire clips. You can
You can
see the
see
scale
more of it.
material.
And it works well, and you can always swap it out to a lynch. I wouldn't get away from wire clips.
Yeah, dude.
It depends on the model, but what we're trying to do is make a milled clip that fits the wire clip spot and then send a milled clip on it and provide a wire clip separately so you have the option for both. That's what we're doing on the Stout V2.
Nice.
Yeah, we're prototyping it right now with Best Tech. Hopefully that works out. So then the knife should fit. It should come with a milled clip, fit a wire clip that's in the box, and then also fit Lynch and Rip's Garage Tech clips. So you have
And
like
how
any
large
option.
is the regular stout? 3.5-inch blade or 3.4?
3.3.
3.3.
Yeah.
But the
Pony's
handle's a little longer
2.9.
too.
What?
The handle a
G-Ball.
little longer too.
Then
I
the
got you,
Pony?
bro.
Yeah. I'm just
Yeah.
wondering how they
How they what? What are you?
how they compare. Because this to me is perfect size. I just wonder
Yeah,
how much bigger.
the Pony's definitely a larger knife. So the Buzz here is the same size. So I just don't have a Stout right here. I sent all the stuff to Colin, but these are the same size.
So that's the same size as a stout. The
yeah,
Buzz
this is Stout size. So if you compare these two,
I got you. You got about a 1/2 inch on the handle, about a 1/2
Yeah.
inch on the blade.
that's exactly what you have, I think. 2.9 versus 3.3, 7.5 overall, or 7.6 on the Stout, and the Pony's just under 7, I think. If I get that right, yeah.
I was not expecting this knife to be this good for $80.
Later, Casey. So
Casey, take care, brother.
Love you, brother. No wire clip on large knives, please. Disaster. Huh. Why?
People get them snagged. I think people get them snagged on stuff and they will rip out. I've
on
heard
a large
that.
knife, but why?
I don't know. I've got mine. The largest knife I've got
I
it
guess
on is my
because it
Grand,
makes
and I've never had a problem with it.
I guess because then the wire clip is longer and then it's flexible. Like on the Pony Stout, you have a shorter wire clip because it's a shorter knife. So it makes it a more stiff wire clip. If that makes sense.
It does. Longer, it's going to be weaker.
What if it was a Swiss Army knife, but rather than a blade layer, the clip came from a layer and it locked and you can fold it in when you don't want it? Okay. That'd be kind of cool on a Swiss Army knife, I guess. But I don't know how that would work. The larger knife has more leverage against the clip. Yeah.
Howdy, Officer Knapp.
What up, G-Ball? Kev, who's the CAIMANO going to that you have? This isn't a pass around. Sharif just let me check this out. It's going back to him for Blade Show, I think.
That's the plan, yeah. And then Neves and Skelton, I guess, are gonna be the next guys who get it. And then it'll go pass around. But I definitely want to have it in hand when I'm at Blade, so I can be like, "Yo, check out my knives," you know.
No, you should 100% do that. And I brought it up in I think the unboxing, and then I did a Blade Show video today because somebody asked me to do a video talking about Blade Show and like what to expect and like any tips or whatever. I mentioned you'd be there with this, so people should find you.
Thank you, Lefty, man. I appreciate you, brother.
I was giving Cole down the road last year when he was loading up from where we were staying. I was like, dude, you're taking all that shit. I'm telling you, it's going to be a nightmare, because he didn't get there until Friday afternoon. And his little weasel ass was able to pull it off. I mean, he had Kara working a lot, carrying his cords and shit, which I thought was kind of shitty. But he was able to get around and do it. But then, like, we'd get back, and instead of him hanging out, being able to, he'd be up in his room editing, which I think takes away all the fun of Blaze Show.
Yeah, I don't do any channel stuff for the show.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I'm working basically, but even the year that I didn't have a table, it's fun. It's a vacation kind of. It's not.
I'm using it as a network opportunity for my next job.
There you go.
We've got all my contact information. Got me some Canva cards.
Yeah, we got some business cards too made up. That was the one mistake. I should have said that in the video. If any of you guys have a company, a knife company or anything, bring fucking business cards. That's the one thing. Dealers come by and you don't have it. I hand them like a sticker and I'm like, it's just devoknives.com. Like, it's not hard. Just, but they want a business card. Trust me.
They've got to have something tangible.
Yeah.
I wish I had the little scanner on it.
Now, I tried to convince Colin to do QR codes, and he's like, they're fucking dumb. Because your phone, you can take a picture of anything, and if it has devoknives.com, it'll pop up as a link anyway.
Yeah, and you can save it as your contact. Yeah. iPhones will translate.
Yeah, dude, you can. I don't know if you know this, Sharif, but you can take a picture of a package.
Yeah.
Or if somebody sends you a picture of the package, you can just tap down and track it. You don't even have to. I used to get the picture, because you know how some fucking people, you buy a knife off them, they send you the goddamn picture of the label instead of the tracking number.
Yeah.
I always got mad at people. I'm like, send me the fucking tracking number, not a picture of the label with the number on it. Now I got to write it down or type it in, but you can literally just hold down on the picture where the tracking number is, and it'll pop up and say track shipment.
Dude, okay.
Yeah, some fucking cell phone shit. Apparently it's been around a while.
Dang. Dude, my phone is like 6 years old, so I am out of the loop.
I bet you it'll still work.
It'll still work.
Android, yeah.
Yeah, it'll probably work. Apparently they've had it for years or something.
Dude, what's the point? Yes, I do. I got stickers, brother. Woo.
My stickers went fast.
Nice. He said, wow.
I'm bringing like 300 of them.
Yeah, it works, man. That shit's cool. That's been a thing for a while. I know, dude, but I learned it like last year.
Dude, I am out of the loop, Dan.
QR is only good if you're directing them to a really complicated website URL.
Well, that's why I did it, because nobody's going to figure out how to spell manganese.
Yeah. But like I said, they could take a picture of the business card. If it has your website at the bottom, it'll work.
All right. Sweet. I'm covered then.
But QR code's fine. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Colin was just weird about it when I tried to get him to do it. He's like, that shit's useless, I'm like, all right, damn it. Chill, bro.
I've been wanting one of those. If y'all seen them, I know you have on your Instagram feed, the dot cards, the business cards that are just a little electronic thing that you load everything into, and then you just touch it to somebody's phone.
It's like an app, basically.
Yeah.
And you just have
but it's browser based, so you don't have the user doesn't have to have an app to accept it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd rather have the business card.
Yeah, I agree.
Can we get stickers outside of Blade Show? Put some on your website, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Put them up there for whatever you'd have to make to have it be worth it.
I want to figure out, those nice like black packages. Let me see if I got one sitting around here.
We talking about the little zip block things?
Yeah.
I get those on Amazon, dude. They're cheap.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I use them.
These ones.
Yeah. I get those on Amazon.
Dude, drop me the link, because I love these. So
yeah, there's all different kinds, colors. I get different sizes. One's for patches, one's for stickers, one's for knife parts and shit.
Man, I got a bundle of those little what's it called? KPL, those little cleaners, and I mean
Yeah.
these are like clones on Amazon, like 5,000 of them for $9.
Yeah, you can get them for cheap there. I usually
I'll
don't
never run out
advertise
of
that, but you can.
No, I shouldn't have said anything, but yeah, I just was digging
No,
around.
people should get them cheaper if they can. I just, stupid for me to mention that in a video where I'm holding up KPL shit.
No, definitely not.
Here you go, Sharif. So it's funny when you get them, you think like when you get them as a customer, you're like, you think you have to tear the thing.
Yeah.
But you don't. You could just open it like a Ziploc, which is what, the business does.
Yeah.
And you just fill them up. So here's like a million
Oh,
colors and
Purple's
sizes.
pretty hot too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, and this is just one, brand. Obviously, you can get whatever you want. There's a million, dude. They're all over.
Oh yeah.
Amazon. So
Okay, shit.
yeah, here. If anybody else is interested, I'll just put the link in the chat.
Sweet. Thank you, dude.
Yeah. I get those, and then I get these. I'll show you what else I get.
Those are awesome. Those blue mailers.
Yeah, so I get all different size ones, but I get the 8.5 by 12. That's what I send most stuff in. Then I have the big boys, and then the ones I send, like the stickers and patches and stuff in, are these 4x8 ones. So those you just get the right little baggie for the mailer. Make sure the sizes work, and then you can put it in there.
Oh, dude,
and you just weigh them, and then you gotta get postage.
So here, I'll put all this shit in the chat, so in case anybody's interested. Then the biggest thing you got to get if you're a business and you ship things is a label printer.
I know, that's what I'm next to get.
And that's when you get the
I told you I'm picking up that $300 one.
Yeah, that's when you get this big boy right here.
The Rolo.
The creme de la creme of printers, because it's wireless. Dude, this thing is so good. I mean, I took it to my parents to do the Buzz order because they have a big loft, and it was easy for me to have like people there helping QC and shit. Fucking just plugged it into the wall. That bitch was hooked up in a second because my phone was hooked up to Wi-Fi. It just connected right back to my phone and MacBook, and it was awesome.
And you can mail small shit with that too, right? You just got a postage scale.
Stickers, I think, on this. Yeah, you can. What do you mean small shit?
Like your little padded labels. Like if you have a letter type thing, like one of your padded packages, do you just weigh it and then get the postage for?
I always ship. I always ship first class, but you can. There is the option, at least on my Shopify, to ship like first class mail instead of package, and it's cheaper. I don't know if you can do like stamps type thing on here. I'm sure you could if you had that website set up. I don't ever do that. So,
but you can mail everything from that you need to mail.
Yeah. Yeah, here, look. These are like little labels you can print. I saw a commercial where people were making stickers and shit. But yeah, this is basically what I do. I print it out, and then you smack it on the bubble mailer. I've never tried mailing like a letter, Juhvon, so I don't know if it would work.
Well, I didn't really mean a letter. I meant like a flat thing, like that bubble mailer. Like if I was going to send out stickers.
That's exactly, and you can do it right from your phone. It's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, also, I've got to make one.
If anybody has contacts, I went down the contact rabbit hole because I now have the daily disposable contacts.
Oh yeah,
and it's awesome. Just fuck glasses. Have you ever tried contacts, Sharif?
Oh yeah. I just get lazy about putting them in, but dude, if you got like cheap links to them, I'm in.
No, not for the contacts, but check this thing out, dude. I ordered this today. This thing looks so fucking good, dude. Hold on. That's one version, but check this thing out.
Oh, a dispenser?
You mount it on your fucking wall, dude, and then you put them in there left and right, and you can just peel one out every day. And then up here, it holds your glasses.
That's dope.
So you go to the bathroom in the morning, you drop your glasses in, put your contacts in, and then when you get done at the end of the day, you take them out, chuck them, and then grab your glasses back out, and you're good to go.
Okay.
That's fucking awesome, right?
That's sick,
That's
dude.
awesome, dude.
The only downside is it holds like was it like 6 weeks worth or a month's worth? So it doesn't hold your whole year or anything, but
dude, that's completely acceptable. Come on.
Yeah. Well, there's one that holds like 6 weeks. Hold on, I'll drop this in the chat.
But it's got to be a lot bigger.
Yeah, that's why I didn't order it, because I have a pretty small bathroom. But they have this one right here in black or white. And that one is you could tell it's bigger.
But it looks cheaper too.
Yeah, and it is cheaper. Yeah. It's $20 cheaper. It holds a bunch more in the center, and then you slide the ones for the week down the sides. It's pretty cool. I mean, if you had the dispenser, if you had the time or the space
for 2 different powers, alternate the prescriptions when loading. This ensures you will always pull out 1 row of each power.
Yeah, okay.
The daily lens holds 6 weeks of contact lenses in its middle storage compartment. Loading the dispenser can be completed in less than 5 minutes.
But I don't
the daily lens hangs up easily with adhesive strips or thumbtacks.
I guess either one you'd have to put them. You have to put your left eye, then your right eye.
You can load the side dispenser.
You know what I mean? Like this one, you'd have to stack them like left, right. So you pull the right one out. Where that other one, let me go back to it. That other one, I think you put them side by side, right?
Yeah, so you're just pulling out one pack.
You just have left and right. You don't have the chance of accidentally pulling the wrong strip out and loading up the wrong side, even though you should know your shit. But
I think the one you got's better. I like that one. Looks like it can
so you load them in like sideways, stacked for a month on each side. And it works with every brand, they said.
What a great invention. You could make it better by having it plug in and having the glasses thing have one of those ultraviolet cleaners.
Yeah.
Like a phone stove.
Clean your glasses while you're look at that. That's so cool to me.
Very cool.
Makes it so easy so you don't lose your shit. No, it'd also be cool if the top had a charger on it.
Yep, there you go.
Like you could drop your phone on it while you're putting your lenses in, and then it'll charge your phone or something. Can we just do tampon dispensers now? Welcome to my channel, Maddie. If I get into something, I share it. You know, it is what it is. I was thinking about doing fucking dog food reviews because we're going down a rabbit hole with that too, getting our dogs like better dog food, and we're trying these like male brands, these like small, you know, it's like Hello Fresh for fucking dogs.
60 to 65% of your viewers have pets. I guarantee you.
Oh, I'm sure. So we're trying this brand called Spot and Tango, and they send you the food. Like you tell them your dog's weight and all this shit, and then they send you like the bag for the right size and how much you're supposed to give them. And it's like some kind of slow, like dehydrated food instead of being like kibble where they cook the shit out of it. That's what I've learned is kibble for dogs. It's called extruding or whatever, but they cook the ever loving shit out of it, and all of the like nutrients are gone by the time this dog food is done. It's gone. And then what they do to fix that is they pump it full of synthetic vitamins, which they've been known to have fuck ups where they put too much in of something or whatever, and then dogs fucking die from it because they have like a spike of whatever the vitamin is. So they have brands now. Like a lot of people are into the raw food and the like, mail order, fresh food or whatever. My wife makes dog food. So she has like this slow cooker recipe where she makes chicken or ground turkey or ground beef or whatever with vegetables and all this shit. And it slow cooks like overnight for like 10 hours. And so they get that, but they also need like something else to, you know, she can't make enough to feed the 2 dogs twice a day with just that. She'd be constantly making this stuff. So we've always used like kibble and then add that on top, basically. So they get like half wet food, half. And so we're trying to make the kibble part of it like better, because we were getting something on Chewy. It wasn't like garbage, like Purina or whatever, but it was, you know, not the best stuff. So I've been doing all this research the last couple of days, because she finally got me like thinking about it. And now, you know me, I'm down the rabbit hole. But like she tried this trial for this Spot and Tango, and they send 2 weeks worth, right? And we have 2 dogs. And it was like $55, and she's like, you know, she's not good at math, so she thought it was going to be like $100 a month. Well, the thing like ran up, and we got charged $238 for a month's worth of food, right?
Dang.
That's $50-something a week for 2 dogs, dude.
Right. She tells me about that, and that's when I was like, okay, maybe I should like look into this a little bit and see, like, you know, and then you know, I don't know why it never triggered in my head to worry about what my dogs are eating. Like, I knew she was giving them good homemade food that she made, and you know, like I feed them too, but she makes the food.
Yeah.
But it never crossed my mind to be that worried about the kibble they're eating, you know. And it's like they're basically eating McDonald's every day, all day.
Yeah,
like, that's what that shit is.
My last dog, which was like my like best friend dog wise of all time, she came to me already with like a chronic like kidney issue, and I went down the rabbit hole to that stuff too, man, because like when you have a dog with like kidney issues, you know, you can't be feeding them McDonald's for every single meal, you know, it's just not healthy. Of course you would, Dopey. Dopey is gonna be like up my butt at Blade.
He's gonna be up my butt. He's gonna be my roommate. I might bring my hammock and sleep outside.
Dude, you better be on booty protection duty.
If anybody's an expert on dog food and nutrient or what is it, nutrition, let me know, because I'd be curious. I've been looking into this brand, like Carnivore is a brand. There's Spot and Tango is one. There's like the what the fuck is the one she was? It's not the farmer's dog. It's the other one. It's like
the only thing I would recommend is you give them like a month with each of the new dogs.
Oh yeah,
don't jump around.
You have to do like a 10-day transition and shit too. And they've done well with this stuff, and it actually seems like a really good food. It's just that's fucking expensive, dude. $238.
Well, yeah, try different ones.
But if they're gonna have, when she did the whole like test thing on their website, she didn't put in there that she gives them this wet food with it. So I'm wondering if what we got is gonna last way longer than a month.
Because it's not their sole food source.
Yeah, so if it lasts 2 months, then that's fine. Like 200, you know, I figure I wouldn't bat an eye at $150 a month, but like you get to like $230, and I'm like, we can afford it, but it's like, do I really want? Like, I wouldn't even spend that much, I don't think, on myself.
Yeah,
for food. Like, I want them to eat well, but I also don't want to get raked over the coals. So like,
no, and if you can't tell a huge difference in their activity or in their sheen of their coat, you know, that's a good time to change too, because they can't tell you, hey, my food's really making me feel energized today, or you know, this stuff makes me have the shits.
You
should talk to Ev. That's dumb. Why haven't I talked to him?
You can see like behavioral changes though.
And Jared knows a lot too.
Yeah, when they're healthy though, they're much more like bouncy and happy, just like us, man. If we eat too much garbage, then we get sleepy, we get cranky. Like bad food is bad food.
And like, imagine having like really good food, like healthy. Like, let's say you take like a salad, like a good salad, and like a chicken cutlet, right? I think most people would agree that that's like a healthy meal, right?
Yeah.
Not that I would ever want to eat that, but let's take that, right? And then eat that, but only half of it. And then the other half be like the greasy ass fucking, you know, steak and shake burger, and have that every meal. Like, I don't know. That'd be kind of weird, right?
Dude,
That's
And
basically what it is.
Steak and Shake. Fuck, I haven't had Steak and Shake in so long, bro.
I love their fries.
Oh my god!
I can eat just handfuls of their greasy little shoestring fries.
I was thinking there's a place here called Freddy's, I think, and that's what I was thinking of. But I know nobody knows it, so I said Steak and Shake or whatever.
Bro, man, I haven't had Steak and Shake since I moved out the Midwest. They used to be the best, dude.
You know that you can buy good store dog food that isn't all artificial. Going from McDonald's to Michelin is a big change.
Yeah.
No, I already have. I think the stuff we give them now isn't like bad at all. It's just any real kibble is not good because
it's cooked
it's
under
got the
heat.
synthetic vitamins. It's cooked at those stupid temperatures. And then it tends to have a lot of carbs in it to make it kibble. You need carbs, you know, you need to use potato and all that shit, starches, rice, and all that to make it packed together. So essentially any kibble is bad. Like not bad, but like,
but you're not giving your dog what it needs with a kibble.
I don't know. So I'm not saying anybody who feeds their dog kibble is evil. I've been down this rabbit hole for a day and a half, so I'm a YouTube expert on it.
That's what's great about my cat, because I can feed her shitty food and she'll tolerate it, and then she'll go out and get a fresh chipmunk or get a fresh rabbit, and she's good about just eating the head, and I guess that's where the brains and the good nutrients are, but she's healthy as she can be, and it just takes her a critter a day, keeps the doctor away.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. Dogs are carnivores. Like they should have a mostly meat diet, and it should be fresh. Like it shouldn't be in a biscuit.
No, we are feeding our pets better than ourselves, but our pets, in a lot of cases, bring out the best in us.
Fair.
Why are we feeding our pets? Dude, do you want to come over here and eat this dehydrated stuff that I have? I don't think it's better than what I'm eating. I don't like. I guess what he's saying is healthier. Like, yeah, I don't eat that healthy, so maybe that's a good point.
I'll feed her the best, man.
Nice. But, is that your dog?
No, she passed away, but this was my dog. You know.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. It's been years, but yeah, I still
my
keep
dog
her
eats garbage. Literally, the kibble I feed him has to be better. You'd be surprised, man. Is that garbage like fresh food that somebody threw away?
There you go.
I don't know. I'm not some advocate for this stuff. I've been
There's a lot of science that backs it up.
It's kind of eye-opening, you know? That's all. You guys do whatever you want to. It's fine.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but that's not necessarily like, okay, so if you ate cereal all day, every day, 365, you know, you wouldn't be doing too well.
Yeah.
And then had it injected with synthetic vitamins. It's literally fake vitamins that they put in it because they strip all the nutrients out of it by cooking the shit out of it to make it shelf stable. That's the rub with it, you know?
That's just facts.
Yeah.
But I get it. I mean, I'm sure just like me, a lot of you probably are just ignorant to it or don't care, which is fine. You know, if you take care of your pet and you feed them, that's more than a lot of people do. And, you know, I'm not trying to like make people feel bad. Like, I don't know.
Most important things to love.
Make them feel bad. Make them feel bad.
Check that out, Lefty.
I win some kibble. You missed my super chat. Did you have a super chat? Oh, you did. My bad, dude. NT handle tight. He wants $300 fidget spinners.
What is up, M-Bomb?
What is he saying?
You.
Not handle tight?
Nipix.
Check that out, Lefty.
Thank you, M-Bomb.
My little Nipix teeth.
Hit up M-Bomb for some jerky, guys. He sent me, or I traded him actually for jerky, and it's so good. He got the recipe dialed into my bitch ass because I cannot handle the heat, man.
Oh man, Lefty. You gotta handle the heat, bro.
I would sweat profusely with his recipe that was probably pretty mild. He said he had to go around all of Albuquerque to find the least spicy shit they had to make mine, and it's perfect now. So thank you,
That's
brother.
awesome.
I feed my Bella Instinct raw frozen food with a prebiotic and salmon oil for her coat. Yes, that sounds like
That's good stuff, Max.
Legit.
That sounds good. I'm not quite on the raw thing yet, just because I don't know, but that seems like a lot.
You don't want them to turn on you,
especially with 2 dogs and a toddler. The time it take, and it probably is expensive for you to do that, right?
It is.
So you're going even a step further. You know what I mean? So props to you, brother.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, dude. Plenty of people live to 100 that don't take care of themselves. That doesn't mean that doesn't mean they enjoyed all those years, or that's a great argument, though.
Sometimes genetics are just good like that.
You can add fish oil for omega-3 if you want. I mean, that's just one thing. But yeah, that's good. Like my wife gives them she has she buys these, I think they're just cans, or I don't know what it is, but it's sardines. She gives them sardines every night, and then she gets these chicken feet. I think they're Brazilian made. If you guys ever buy dog treats, I would at least try to make sure you don't buy any that are made in China.
No, you never know what you're getting there.
Dude,
a lot of them are, though, dude.
Yeah, most of them are, especially at Walmart.
You got to worry about the GMO shit or whatever.
Oh, it's not even that.
Is it GMO, HMO? I forget which one it is.
No, a few years ago, they discovered that they have a way of creating like almost synthetic meat that's actually made out of plastic. What? So a lot of dogs that were getting this one brand of treats that were manufactured in China, they were coming and the dogs were dying, and they'd autopsy them, and they were finding like large amounts of plastic particles in them.
Jeez. Good to see you, Mateo.
Yeah, like whatever you do, if you get dog treats, make sure it doesn't come from China, because the food industry there can suck it, dude.
Yeah, but she gets these. I think they're Brazilian chicken, free range Brazilian chickens, and it's chicken feet, and it's like that's what we use to kind of help them get the plaque and shit off their teeth. So they get one of those every night, and they're not like super expensive, so it's not the end of the world. I think it's like $13 for a bag of that'll last 2 weeks or a month. I don't
I'll tell you whatever. Don't sell short CBD treats if you've got an older dog. I've got a 13 or 14-year-old German Shepherd. She's laying over here now, and she's got bad hips. And CBD treats made all the difference in the world to her going up and down the stairs out front and just seeming more comfortable.
Yeah, and like Scott said, I think what he's getting at too is you should talk to your vet and shit. Like, don't listen to me. I'm just telling you my experience in the last 2 days of research. So bear with me. It's just on my mind. So I wanted to talk about it. But also vets
like doctors, and they've got agendas. They won't always give you the straight story. I would talk to your vet, and I would cross it against information you can gather independently.
I'm just giving the little, over here, so we don't get fucked because somebody does something. And but like, yes, that's true, because doctors will push at least from what I heard in my 2 days of research, there's like 4 giant brands of dog food, and they're all owned by, like, the 2 biggest are actually owned by candy companies, Mars and Hershey's. They're like the 2 biggest dog food companies, right? And then there's like 2 other big ones. I can't. One of them is what was the other one? It was they make shit. It was another industry that was like, what? It's like candy. Why do they own dog food?
Yeah.
But this was another industry, like cars, or it was something. Can't remember the damn brand. But so there's like 4 giant ones, and basically all the veterinary schools in the world are endowed or whatever by these 4 companies. So you go to veterinary school, that school is sort of funded by money from one of these companies. So they're going to be pushing those brands on you to recommend as a vet, you know? And so you get a lot of vets that just recommend kibble, or they recommend that shit. What's that shit they all recommend? The
IAMS.
No, the science
diet.
shit.
Yeah.
And it literally, I had to feed it to my one dog when he was dying, and it was like canned fucking shit that you would like, that I would have bought at 7-Eleven for a dog 20 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's very rudimentary looking.
So, yeah, but you should talk to your vet, obviously, and not listen to me. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, this conversation.
Research your vet. Yeah, research your vet. Make sure he's not a shill.
I just lost like 4,000 subs because they all feed their dogs kibble.
Hey, you clearly stated if you're doing the best you can, love your dog. That's all that really matters.
Yeah.
Yes. I have loved my dogs for 20 years and didn't know any of this. So.
And again, I'm convinced that love's more important than diet.
Dude, hell yeah, man. You should order one.
Yes.
This thing is sick, man. I'm normally a belt satin guy or whatever, but the way they do that two-tone without an actual coating is awesome.
Yeah.
On the blade, it looks sick. And I noticed on my buddies,
mask, dude?
I reviewed the full size
I'm gonna go take a piss
at the same time, and they were reversed. The blades were reversed. The satin was on the lower part of the blade on one of them, and it was on the upper part of the blade on the other. I found it super cool. But one thing, I don't know if it bothers you guys, it bothered me, and I'm one who's a fidgeter, so I flick knives all the time. But playing with that knife, the noise was even a lot for me.
It can be. I mean, like, there's something about the.
Oh, it feels so good in your hand. It's like a little.
Yeah, yeah.
And when you close it, it's the same thing. It's like a.
Yeah,
it's just
really
you a
nice.
little.
But it can get loud if you're just like that, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the M has really gotten me interested. And dude, Lefty now has one that he might have for sale, which is scary because I want to get a buzz. And see, I'm not planning on getting anything really at Knife Show or at Blade Show. I'm not chasing anything. I'm going for people. Last year I bought a bunch of shit, but this year I'm not going to have the cash. Don't need it. It's all good, but I would like to get a buzz.
Dude.
Which is weird to want to grab at Blade Show because this will be my first Blade Show where I'm actually conscious of fixed blades and conscious of slip joints. So that'll open up two whole new worlds to me.
Oh man, fixed blades is another deep rabbit hole, bro.
Dude, I've got so many. And I remember last year seeing some small fixed blades that me, not being a fixed blade guy, was really drawn to. And they were like $150. They weren't high.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. No, like if you want to get into like the EDC-able, pocketable fixed blade market, you can spend like $350 and below and get amazing quality knives.
Dude, I've got like 30. I've got things from Chickadee to Bradford's to Tucson's to
dude.
Freaking what they call superlative.
You got to check out my boy Double X Knives.
Double X, is he on Instagram?
Yes, he is.
Hold on a second. Let me get on. Let me check him out before I forget.
Here, let me grab mine. Oh.
Neil Green. Ooh.
All right.
Have you ever heard of Double X knives? No, he's going to get a knife that we're talking about. These Double X knives, little fixed blades. We got into the EDC fixie conversation.
So, this is my pair of them that I have right now from him.
Is it Neil Green? Double X.
Let me double check.
Let me share it. Tell me if this is it, and then if Kevin lets me share it.
Is this the Jason Grant?
No, this is another little fixed blade guy that Sharif just told me about. And he has knives too. I was just looking at these little.
Yeah, it's the first one, Neil Green.
This guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is who I'm looking at. But he also makes these little cool things.
But dude, Juhvon, you'll appreciate this. Look at this guy.
Ooh, that's not the first one. Little Fixie. Is that my Carter or G10 with my Carter?
This is G Carta here, and then polished G10 on the back, and it's got this little like red highlight in there.
What is it, about 6 inches overall?
You know what? I can
you
tell
don't have
you
to measure it.
Is that even out yet, dang Ross? That thing looks so dumb to me.
It is just a hair over 6. I would say maybe like 6 and a half, maybe, for this guy.
I'm terrible with sizes. I have to look at something.
Does that have a skull on the end
so
of the lanyard?
it's the same size as that.
Just
it's not as cool as mine, Sharif.
All my Emersons I put skulls on.
Lothar, baby.
Thing of the hill people, baby.
Look at the action on this thing. $39.
Sharif, how much did that set you back, buddy?
This was like under 150 for this one.
With the sheath, or did you buy the sheath separately?
He hand makes the sheaths himself. Look, it's even got his logo.
Did you design this?
So was it separate or did it come with it?
Came with it.
Oh, dude.
And then this guy, check this out. This was a 1 of 1.
Manganus Lothar design.
Look at that sheath work he did, right?
Dude, it looks like dragon scale.
And then check that out.
And that's like 5 inches, isn't it?
Yeah, this is a little bit smaller, little coffin shaped handle, same pattern.
Oh, dude.
But then he put the red little liners.
I think that's a G10 liner.
The only thing I don't like is the choil or edge termination area there. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's a little wonky, but it does look like it's got a nice little sharpening choil, and it looks like that might be.
I don't think it's wonky. I think it's just a design choice.
Yeah.
It has like a kick almost.
Was that the same price point, buddy?
Yeah, this was. And the funny thing is, this one was called the Warney Poon.
Is he at Blade, do you know, this year?
Good question. I need to double check. I can look at the vendor list.
I'll look at it. What's his name? I just pull it.
Double X Knives.
Yep.
But dude, yeah, I love his stuff.
And I love these little corkscrew detractors, I guess you'd call them. You'd call them go away sticks.
Oh yeah, here we go. Peter,
what are the options going to be?
So there's going to be the Purple Haze carbon fiber, which is going to be limited to 100 units. And then the rest will be this natural micarta. And
You're not doing the G10?
No, because I'm only going to do 300 units for the first run. I want to make sure that I can move the knife first. Right. You know, that there's enough interest.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know, and then I can always do like a second run if there's special interest or people want certain scales and stuff like that, you know.
You could always you could do what we did with the stout and work with somebody on making custom scales and sell them yourself.
I'm gonna talk to Bill ProX and I'm gonna talk to Carbonized about that.
Because that's who we used, Carbonized on the stout. He could do decent batches, like 20, I think we did, 15 or 20 at a time.
Yeah.
I forgot his first name. What's Carbonized's first name?
Spencer.
He's such a nice guy. Spencer.
Yep, good dude.
And
I can't get a purple one. I'm going to cry, Sharif.
How much is the purple going to add to it approximately? 40 bucks?
It's only going to be like 20 bucks more.
Good to see you, King Snake. That's the one I'd want.
What else did I...
Dude, y'all better when it goes live, you guys better hop in on it. Like
I know it'll go first.
Look at this thing,
dude. That's an O knife.
Yeah, isn't this thing good looking?
That's impressive for an O knife.
So
it is good looking, but I'm just.
This was on the OBI website, and They told me like, hey, if you ever see anything on the site you want to check out, let us know. You know, because they always send me stuff for their like monthly release or whatever. So I went and looked at the site and I asked them to send me a couple of odd things like a titanium straw and titanium chopsticks. I just thought I'd try some different stuff. And I saw this fucking knife. It's called the Borzoi.
Okay.
It's a steel frame lock, but it still weighs 2.5 ounces, so it doesn't really need to be titanium.
Dang.
And it's kind of nice.
That's probably the best O knife I've seen yet. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Use my code LC10 if you guys want to pick one up. I'll put the
Does
link
your
down
code
here.
work on flashlights and O lamps and stuff like that?
Lefty EDC works on O-Light. This is O-Buy. I don't know why they made it different.
I will never buy an O knife, but I will buy O lights from time to time.
What's wrong with O knife?
They do nothing for me. I mean, just zero. I mean,
they don't do much for me, but this
even
one
that
does.
was cool. But the fact that I know they're buying and rebranding something, and it's just.
No, they're just OEM by Kaiser.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
It's just like me doing Devo stuff. It's just Kaiser.
Yeah, but I support you. I don't support O-Light. Fuck them. That's just me hating, not debating.
Wait, but why though?
Because I think of them as opportunists. I think they had a good thing going with O-Lights. They had the market cornered. They made it a pain in the ass to buy stuff on their sales. And I know y'all don't think it was a pain in the ass, but they took forever to ship. And then when they went into knives, I felt like it was just because it was an easy step for them. They didn't have to do any lifting. They had the market ready.
So it's just kind of business though?
To a point, but is it really business or is it exploiting a segment or a vertical? Where are they really putting their heart and soul in knives, or are they just getting because they know people will consume them? I don't know. It's just me. I've got the right to hate. I can't.
But that's like any Chinese OEM you could hate on, I guess.
Yeah. But, and so if we take it to that, I've never been attracted to any designs, even that one. I think they're just wanky looking.
To your point, Juhvon, that's exactly what happened. They did see that there was like a vertical that they could just grab and expand their bottom line in. But at the same time, like for me, I'm kind of like with Lefty here. Like I don't hate on him for it, but I get where you're coming from because there's no passion there. There's
they've got the right, and I'm a capitalist.
This is the first one that's really caught my eye.
I'm a total capitalist, and I think they've got the right to do that.
But
yeah.
Some would say that's a bug out and a delic or a what's the one Deca put together. You should do a video on that. I would love to see the comparison. Some guy gave me a whole he sent me screenshots of both overlapped and shit, and he's convinced it's a bug out blade with a Deca handle. The Rubato.
That thing or which one?
No, the here I'll pull it up. Oh, I didn't even pull this up. My bad, guys. I put the link in the chat. It's $60. I mean, it's kind of hard to. I mean, it's D2, but $60.
What site's that?
What?
What website's that?
Obuy.com.
Oh, gotcha. O-Light site. I got you.
No, it's Obuy. I mean, yes, O-Light, I'm sure, owns it, but it's not O-Light's site. It's Obuy.
Yeah, it looks like a Best Tech man.
It's a different thing. Like, they literally have a whole different affiliate thing and shit. It's weird. So, anyway, there's the, I don't know if they'll have the Rubato 3. Probably not on this site. But I'll show you what else I got. I got these titanium. I got a titanium straw, which is weird, I know. But for some reason, I thought it'd be cool. I don't know why it's not showing up. But I also got the
titanium chopsticks, dude. Yeah.
Are you going to use them for defenses, or are you going to use them to eat with? I love chopsticks.
For me, I don't know yet. I was going to actually see if my wife wanted to try them because I'm not a big chopstick eater. So here's the Rubato. Let me see if they have the damn 3. I guess. Oh, here. So some dude said this is a bug out blade with a Deca handle.
It looks like a Deca handle. I see that.
I see the Deca handle, but that's definitely not the bug out blade, especially that clip tip.
I think this is their best knife.
I mean, I'm not hating on it.
Honestly. And I don't think, oh shit, what I do? I don't think it's a copy of anything.
Yeah.
Like you can only make a simple knife, you know, so, I don't know. But no, he overlapped him, and he basically said if you take away this little cut right here, it's a bug out blade.
Okay, I mean, no offense, but
I forget who it was. So I don't even know who I'm talking about, but
this thing is about as generic as it gets, though.
Exactly.
Let's be 100% real. Like,
exactly.
This is more generic than even a Leon Ma, you know? So, like, come on. What are we talking about?
Yeah, that's a basic blade, a basic drop point blade.
Yeah. Like, if you were going to look up in a book of the history of drop point.
Leon right there. What was that about?
I think Leon's blade, and this is my #1 knife in my collection, not in cost, but in my favorite. That is my favorite knife out of every knife I have, and I've got
Field Duty. The EDC is a really good one.
Dude, it's sick. I mean, you turned me on to this originally, and this is where you gained all your credibility. This erased 4 months of Squatch peddling.
Dude, it's just the Rubato 3 has, at least the one I had, has the perfect spring in it. The 2 is okay. It's it's Kaiser making these.
Exactly.
I wish they were allowed to do the clutch lock.
Dude.
I anodized my Thai chopsticks gold.
It's just badass. Dude, did you guys see the thing that I got after 4 years of searching for it? Finally, I own one.
That one looks like the Titius or the Titius. I think the Titius looks like the what's it called? The
hell is
the American knife? The freaking I've gone mind fart. The area.
I don't even know what you're talking about. What's a Titius?
The Titius, if I'm not mistaken, is that big Kubi that everybody used to say was a cheap man's Arius. Let me pull it up and make sure I'm not thinking about
the knife. 322, I think it is.
I think so. They've all got names now.
I just called it the 322. I called it that, by the way. I think the poor man's Arius. It's not a copy, but it's just if you were poor and wanted an Arius, it's like a good comparison.
Sure.
I think people take that the wrong way when you say something like that. It doesn't mean this is our copy. It means
they shouldn't take it that way. Yeah, it's that knife, and I think it does kind of look more like an Arius than the Field Duty, but that's just me. But your comparison between the Thai Nomad
use code
and the Arius was awesome.
Off. YouTube, the Beard of Doom. What does that mean?
I need to click on that link.
Yeah.
Where is that link?
The Sea Snake is the Artisan, the Emler design. That's a good knife.
Yeah.
I've got one.
I definitely dig it, man. Like, I have the all black version.
Yeah, that's a great little fixed blade for sure.
I
just wish it came with a sheath instead of or I wish it came with a belt clip instead of a fucking neck thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, you need
what up, Joe?
2 $11.95 straps from Amazon. IWB straps from Amazon you can get for $12 in any color.
Axial has Magna Cut now.
Okay.
Got a warm. Oh, sick, dude. I've tried hitting them up for about a year now to see if they would send me some stuff to review because, like, I'm part of their affiliate thing. They pay me like every couple months. They pay me out. People use the code, but they just don't. They haven't sent me anything in forever. For a while, they were like, "We're working on more stuff, bringing everything here instead of some overseas," and like I don't know. And then they just stopped answering, so I don't know what's going on.
I need to talk to you.
I haven't paid attention to them because they don't seem to release anything. But then I think the other day they dropped something. I'm gonna go to their site and see. They have a really good model. It's a good OTF for a good price. So here's the Magna Cut. Oh, that's pretty cool. All right, so hang on. I do have a code with them. I think it's Lefty 10. Let me find it. Axial gear. Yeah, it's Lefty 10. I'll put it in the chat. Let me share this.
I figure I'd at least give,
now it's in Magna Cut, and they have a Tanto, I think.
I'll give Emler the plug right here on the Sea Snake.
And they have all
I
these
love
cool
to see
colors.
Snake in spite of Emler. It is a
I don't know why
cardboard
it says
shredding
add to
machine.
cart, notify me. I don't know, but yeah. I can approve of the shift. It's a solid OTF for a good price. What's the price on it now?
I love the blade shapes of the shift. They look more usable to me as an OTF.
300. So their prices have gone way up.
Have
So
you
that's
guys?
they did what a lot of people do, and they came to market cheap, and then they steadily rose their prices. When they first started, I was promoting them. They were $180 with a discount.
Dang.
And
And
it doesn't.
now $300. You use the
It doesn't count
discount.
for
You
all of
spend
it, but we are in
$270 with a
inflation.
discount. But now they're charging the same as Microtech.
But here's the thing, that's MagnaCut.
Yeah, that's fine.
MagnaCut's got that premium.
But they were doing
like-
20 CV for $200, dude.
Oh, fair. Okay.
So I don't think MagnaCut's any more expensive than 20 CV, if I'm being honest. At least from my experience with the OEM stuff, I know it's not.
The brains behind the designs, my man. I'm kidding, Lefty.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking to Colin.
Oh, okay.
He said you degenerate's still awake, and I was greeting him as the brains behind the brand.
What up, Colin?
You can go with that. I'll follow your lead on that.
What was I gonna say?
When they first started, they weren't using MagnaCut. Yeah, no, I know. They were using 20 CV and S35.
Yeah, who's excited besides me about the EMP out the front? That's the first out the front that I've really looked at and thought, that's cool.
Does anybody know what their MagnaCut's heat treated to? I'd be curious. I don't know. I have to see it in person. So far, the EMP one doesn't do it for me. I love John. I'm not a big OTF guy in general.
Me
I tried
neither.
to get into some. The Livewire really...
Yeah, the Livewire
really just, I don't know. I've sold everything else. And the only thing... So the thing I didn't... I was worried about with his design was that it looks a little bit tall in the handle. Where I like to have a really slim OTF, because that's kind of the idea for me about an OTF, is that you get to pack it all into a small package like that. That's what she said. So I like an OTF with like a slim blade, like the Livewire. The Counter Strike is a great example.
Is that the Hogue? Because Shane had a Hogue on his channel today that looked really cool. It was totally blacked out.
Yeah, that's probably the Counter Strike. So I need to see the EMP one in person, but it does look. It looks like a
different.
EMP
It doesn't
knife.
look like a standard. Yeah, it doesn't look like a standard OTF. It looks more like an EMP.
Yeah, it has the hole in it and everything. I'm not a fan of. It's like kind of like Guardian Tactical does that. I'm not a fan of holes that aren't actually being used for anything.
The shift drives me crazy. The shift automatic.
I'll tell you, the OTF I'm waiting for is the Winter Bladeco electronic one.
I want the one that shoots projectiles out of it.
There you go.
That has
I'm
the
not
CO2
into the
cartridge.
electric OTF. How are you going to power that?
I don't know, man. I was just like talking shit, but that thing is, dude. He's amazing and crazy.
Work-life balance. I agree with you, buddy.
Mateo, what are you doing?
I like.
Oh, on my okay, got it. I'm like, what are you doing with all these random Lefty 10 links? I think he's joking around about Lefty 10 working on everything. My favorite OTF. Yeah, dude, if they did that in a drop point, I would have bought it. But they did the Chanto, I think. So
they'll find it. Just the dad tip.
USPS lost my buzz. I just ordered this week. Fingers crossed they can find it Monday, but I'm thinking my mail carrier is just pretty. Put in a who'd you buy it from?
Blade HQ probably, or EMP if you bought it.
Put in a email request. That's the first thing I always do when a package goes missing. But you got to give them a little bit of time to, not everything gets there instantly, but you do the email request. Somebody at USPS at your post office will look into it within 24 hours. That shit actually works. I've used it quite a bit. And then if they can't find it, well, then you're kind of fucked. But you eventually can put in the missing mail claim. Then they'll really look for it. And then obviously you can do a normal claim. Oh, Urban EC. Okay. Gotcha.
It'll come, buddy, and it'll be awesome.
Yeah, it should come. Submitted a request. Good. But yeah, I've never had them not get back to me within the 24 hours. I mean, maybe 48
I've submitted a request when a package was stuck in Pennsylvania. No offense, Lefty, but it wasn't moving. It had been there for like a week, and Blade HQ wasn't going to do anything until 2 weeks had passed. So I did a request to the post office, and something triggered that package to start moving again. And I'm convinced it's because somebody looked into it and found, oh, it's stuck here. Put it on a conveyor belt, and it was on its way.
Yeah, like Colin said, if it goes missing, just hit us up. We'll see what we can do.
The work knife balances question for you, Sharif. Any plans for a mini Gracioso?
Isn't that already pretty small? I haven't actually handled one.
So I'll give you an idea of the size, actually.
Panic's got one. It's medium size, I'd say.
I don't know how I haven't handled one. That's kind of weird, right?
So next to the CAIMANO.
Oh, okay. So it's 3.5.
Yeah. No, it's actually 3.3. It's just like
that's my size, man. That's perfect.
Yeah. And just like a bit on the slim side, it's a nice like gentleman's carry.
Yeah, that looks sick, dude.
Howdy, Jim Miller.
I will tell you,
member.
Kaiser does have the models for 2 different versions of this, in a mini version and even a full size with a flat blade. And
what do you mean a flat blade?
No,
recurve. Instead of a recurve.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize there was a recurve.
Ever so slight recurve, yeah. Because I'm a recurve guy, and this is one of my first. So I was like, man, if I'm going to do it, I'm going for a recurve.
Have you guys ever heard of it?
There may be, I can't confirm because I haven't gotten confirmation, but there may be a new version of the Gracioso that we haven't seen before at Blade as a prototype. So if it's there, I will definitely show pictures and video. I'll do some coverage of it, but there is a new version in the works. I will just say that.
Where are you getting that? Because when I priced Magna Cut with Best Tech, it was actually cheaper to do 20 CV.
That's interesting. Yeah.
It was like $1 cheaper. So it probably depends on the cost at the time. I'm sure that price fluctuates or something. But it's marginal is what we're getting at. What else did I have? So I had that new Borzoi that I don't know, dude. This thing that design is really nice.
Jim, I'm going to be in Atlanta, buddy. I hope I meet you.
And then I got in did I show you guys these? The Urban EDC Landers.
Yeah, dude.
An M390.
So what kind of scales are on them? Are they like high?
They're going to be 149. It's M390 and G10. They come with contoured scales installed, and then you get a backup set of flat ones with the Sagaha pattern. But you get the same color, obviously. These are the 2 versions.
That's NAF company, right?
So it's NAFSCO Landers, the knife, and then it's an Urban EDC exclusive version.
Okay. Like Juhvon was saying, for me, that does nothing for me. Like, I don't think it's bad. It just doesn't tickle my pickle.
I didn't like the banter. This one I like a lot more. It just feels good in the hand. It's a slimmer knife.
Yeah.
I actually like this model quite a bit. Yeah, it doesn't like set off any fucking, it's like the bug out, dude. It's just a knife.
Yeah.
But that's literally like Ben's thing, kind of.
Yeah, that's
true. He just wants to put out generic products that a lot of people are going to buy that are new. The bug out sells,
That's true. And the bug out prices are out of control. So he's got perfect market segment.
What about the banter?
I said I'm a big fan of the banter.
Yeah, I don't like the banter. It's kind of wide in the handle unnecessarily for me. And this solved that. So those are dropping on Wednesday, and then I have this one in. I think I showed the glow shit on Thursday.
Just a dad tip. He did show them off, but he'll show them again. His XOMs,
dude.
This is
Lefty,
the
I've been seeing,
Cabell.
man. Tigwas is like your new favorite designer, man.
I mean, he does a lot with this company, so I've been checking his stuff out. Like, this design isn't for me at all, but I can appreciate it. And I like that they're doing different shit, you know what I mean?
Oh, 100%. Like, Tigwas and I have like talked for years, man.
That makes sense. I could see that.
It's nice to see him finally getting some recognition in for like, he's got like just a bold style that's unique.
It's
it's
really good. My favorite knife this year, I think, is his, the Danka. This thing's so good, dude.
Yeah, that thing's dope. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want one too.
Yeah, you turned me on to that, and I thought it was the ugliest thing I'd ever seen when you first
I've had a couple people tell me that. My buddy Nick, local buddy, says the same thing. But this thing has always stood out to me. It's just sexy as hell.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you really like the action too. You don't hide that shit well.
Dude, yeah.
Hold on, I'll drop my link for them too, because I have a link to them. I got a link for everything. Jesus. Cabell knives, dude. I love this brushed finish. Like, the quality of this knife, I would put up there with what CKF is doing. Riot, like,
no shit.
Yeah,
really?
Dude. This thing is fire. Like, it's really, really well made.
I was wondering for their prices because their
prices. I'm gonna get you and
like this is $328. Yeah, but it has Moku tile or Timascus all over it.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's expensive for something with Timascus all over it. And they don't, as far as I understand, they make some of their stuff, not all of it. They probably get everything OEM'd, is what that means, probably.
Yeah.
I think this one is I think somebody told me it was like 208 or something. I don't know.
That's a lot of knife for 208.
I gotta check before I'm wrong. Hold on. I'll go to their site so we can see.
And after you do that, Kevin, show your Exos again, because somebody wanted to see them. Asked if you'd already shown them yet. I guess they saw them on Instagram. It was just the dad tip.
Yeah, for sure I can. Let me just pull this up. 317. Never mind.
Okay.
But they did. Check this out, guys. Everybody was bitching about their M390 being at 58 to 60. They bumped this bad boy up to 61, 62. That's the kind of shit I like to see from a company.
Trying to make those moves when people pointed out that it's soft.
Like, they got shit and they made an adjustment. And I think some people would be like, well, they just didn't want to get flack. It's like, no, I think some of these companies, they just don't know that that's an issue. And then they go with the guideline from Bowler, and then, whatever. And then they find out that it's not good enough, and then they change. At least they did it, right? They made a change.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
What question, man? Kingston. Yeah, if you bitch enough, I'll answer your question. Hold on. What is that? What is what?
The knife you were probably holding, the one you're showing now.
The Cabell knives. It's on the screen. It's the
but you can't read what it says. You can just see it. There you go.
Yeah. But maybe he's talking about something we talked about 10 minutes ago.
There very well could be.
He said, doesn't twirl your beanie. Maybe, I don't know. The other one was the Lander. And then, have you seen the one they did, the Amuse?
No, Caval?
Load it up. Oh, yeah, this one.
It's in the pass around if you want to sign up for it.
No,
it's fucking crazy.
This one does not. Oh, this one like offends my visual.
I know, dude, but it's actually kind of cool. Like, see, I don't know. Maybe you're different than I am. Like, sometimes I like to check those knives out because it's fun to, you know what I mean? And this is exactly that. I was like, this thing is hideous.
It should be called the Quasimodo.
But it's a really good, it should. It's a really good
kitchen
cutter and shit.
Yeah.
But it is at the 58 or whatever, 58 to 60.
Is it a big one?
That's what she said. Yeah, it's pretty big. I did it. Check out my review. I actually cut stuff in it.
Dude, I
Yeah.
watched that review. After that, I felt I didn't need to check it out. I was like, all right, he covered this.
Yeah. The Denka is 328, and then they have this one's really nice. This one's in the pass around too. The Shimo.
This one I want to get my hands on. Actually, the Shimo.
That's good looking.
And I'll pass this one around too. The Kamasu and the Shimo's already going around. I had the all stonewash one.
Yeah. Is the hole pretty big, Lefty, or does it just look big on a small knife?
It's when it's closed, there's not that much access, but you can flick it. And they provided a whole extra hardware kit, which was nice because mine was off center and I swapped pivot and then it was fine.
Nice.
So it's nice to see that kind of stuff. And that was the only time I'd had a knife from them with an issue. I thought one of them, it must have been this one, is 188.
Yeah, the cage.
I don't know why that one's so much less, because it's titanium and M390 like all the other ones.
Because it's small for sure, and it's probably thinner. Because like
those small.
The Picals, you generally make them to be like just rippers.
Yeah, I don't get that, because when I held it in the reverse grip, my hand was essentially on the edge. So I don't know why they make them that small.
I don't know either, but
you could ask Tiguus, I guess. And maybe, was I saying his name right? Apparently,
I think Tiguas, or I don't actually. To be honest, I don't fully know how to pronounce it.
I just say Tiguas too. Was that your question, Jake? We had a very long discussion about the HRC of that knife. Me and you, right? Yeah, I remember now. He said, I didn't know it was 58 to 60. I thought it was 59 to 61. I was like, I don't give a shit about 59 to 61. Most likely it's 60, and that's fine for me. Like I don't hard use my knives or use them enough to figure that out. But 58 does seem kind of low. You know? That's something nobody mentions about the Lander. When they did the D2 versions, they were at like 57 or something.
Which is extremely
maybe
low.
That's fine for D2. I also have this baby Nessie in from Urban EC.
Yeah, how do you like that?
Dude, this is the best version of the Nessie. It's fucking awesome.
Does it have no flipper tab?
No flipper tab. It's, for my hand, literally a perfect fit. It reminds me of the Dapper from Blade HQ.
Yeah.
But great thumb stud flick. Good thumb flick. Left-handed. Flicks like a beast. It looks good, I think, in this form factor.
I think it looks better in that form factor than without the flipper tab. The flipper tab is always what drew me away from that knife.
Yeah. I really like this thing. And it has a titanium backspacer. I keep meaning to tell Matt about that from Urban. Their website says micarta, but this is clearly titanium unless they changed it. But that was one thing that bugged me about the first version. It had this micarta backspacer. It's kind of random. Like, even if you got a brown G10 or micarta one, you still got a black micarta backspacer, I think. It was weird.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, the carbon glows in the dark. I don't know if you saw that, Sharif.
Oh, really?
So the cool thing about it, here, I'll just show you guys. I did it the other night, but it does not look like dog shit. Like, it looks like decent.
It doesn't look like the cheap ZT stuff from back in the day.
Right, or most glow shit that looks terrible. This is the stuff Arcane used on the Praetheon, I think.
Ah, okay.
And if I take my flashlight here, let me do this right away. I'll just turn the display down a little bit. Torch the shit out of this. All right, now kill the lights.
Oh, okay.
Oh, dude, it glows blue.
That's pretty hot.
I can't see it, but it sounds like you can.
Yeah,
Just
it looks very
up
cool.
a little bit.
There you go.
A little bit more. There you go. Perfect.
Oh, dude.
Oh, yeah, now I can kind of see it. I got it.
That's sick, actually.
That is sick. It doesn't look natural. It doesn't look like natural glow.
Yeah.
It's this cool blue.
Oh,
So,
I dig that. Actually, I really
think it was
dig
a good
that.
choice. I like the material being. What is that blinking over there? Oh, it's the Ethernet. I don't know. I just think that was a pretty cool choice to do that, and that the fact that it does it looks good in the light.
Yeah.
Because that's the downside with most glow shit is it looks like dog shit normally, and then it looks
Take
good
care,
when it
Joe.
glows.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Take care, Lancelot.
Kamasu. And then I got the Gator.
Dopey, you're not wrong there,
and then
man.
the Luft knife, obviously.
If I can figure out who makes that carbon fiber glow shit, I'll make some custom scales for the CAIMANO in that.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing a run of a knife in it even.
Right?
Here's
Is
the
that-
Exos.
Is that Luft knife light like the Avant was?
Dude, that carbon fiber one is stupid light. Yes, it's amazing. I'm sure the full tie or whatever ones will be heavier, but so here's the burlap with Tanto.
Yeah.
And the drop point with 80s. And then I have
Looks so good.
Drop point with Zircutai.
That Zircutai, man. Ugh.
Yeah, they did not cheap out on this Zircutai.
That makes me feel some kind of way. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, it's fucking gorgeous, man.
It looks like it's got power plugged into it.
Right?
Yeah, it's gnarly. And action, butter. Yeah. And I got MJ's number. I got 23.
Oh shit. Dude.
What is this one? This one's 297 and this one 246. There's just something about the damn Exo, man.
Right?
This one says 323, so they made these in a second batch. These other ones say 123. I had to order a clip because Carbonite sent this one back without a clip or clip screw.
Oh, dang.
He was in a rush. He was heading out of town or something. He probably will find it, but I got antsy, so I hit up Riot, got one ordered.
What's the point?
Service.
It's a 3V.
Yeah, they're all 3V, even the Zircutai. I was hoping maybe they did, Magna Cut would be perfect for this knife, but whatever.
Right?
Can't do it.
Magna Cut or even LMAX would have been dope, but yeah. Like,
I'm wondering if they need to have 3V because it's so tough.
And
all the jostling and shit.
I'm willing to bet Exo, the designer, I bet you he spec'd it, because if you look at all of his stuff and you look at the way he thinks about things, like he seems like the type that would spec 3V, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have we looked at that fucking copy yet?
Oh, the copy of it? Dude, what the hell, man?
Remember how it's fucking so dumb? All right, hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I think it's for sale, dude.
It is. It is.
So I'm giving them free advertising.
Oh, God. These
douchebags. Oh, look, you can order 1, 2, or 4
for $199.
$199 and M390. At I asked him, I think he said it was at 60.
Oh, God.
I couldn't help myself. He posted a video that was like, why do we use M390 on everything? And it was like, because it can be such a high hardness or whatever. And then in the comments, I was like, well, what's the hardness? And it was like 60. I'm like, okay.
What the hell?
That made no sense.
Dude, how do they get away with doing that? It looks identical.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Except no lock.
No lock.
It was too late to the game on that.
But it's the same. It's the same function. It's the same everything.
Yeah, they just made it a little square box or whatever.
Yeah, basically. Dude, by the way, I love how people who don't know steel stuff
super unique.
Like, oh, we can make M390 so hard, and it like has insane edge retention. It doesn't have insane edge retention. You want really good edge retention? Go S90, go S110V, right? Don't talk to me about M390 edge retention. It's barely better than S35VN. Like, realistically.
If I pull up, if I pull that up, hold on. I want to find that post because it was funny to me. It was probably just, I think they post a lot.
Oh, yeah, they do.
There are 3 steps. 1.
Dang, Ross, exactly. We have EXO at home.
Damn, how long ago was it? I don't even remember.
There's just something about this that's so satisfying.
When was this?
This is the tie slap.
March 31st, so I think it was after that, maybe.
This is called a tactical Magblade is
No.
This is a super.
No. Come on, Kev.
Put my phone
Oh, here.
A lot of people wonder why we use M390 still on our blades, and here's why. 1, M390 has really good edge retention. 2, M390 can be hardened at a higher hardness, meaning you can sharpen it much thinner, so it's a really sharp blade. 3, M390 is also relatively stainless, meaning it probably won't rust compared to other hard types of steel. One of the main disadvantages is price. M390 blades are pretty expensive to make and manufacture. But with that price, you're going to get a sharper blade and a blade that's going to last longer than cheaper blade materials. A lot of people...
What? That makes sense?
No.
Yeah.
Where's my comment?
He deleted it.
Let me just make sure before I... Yeah, my comment's gone, right?
I don't see it. I don't see you in there anywhere.
Maybe one of you guys can go to it and see if it's there. Maybe because I don't know why it wouldn't be here.
And what's the name of it again? I'm going to check it out.
Daily Carry Co. But I literally asked on that post, I said, so what's the hardness of M390? Your M390. He said 60, I think. And I was like, okay, so it can be heated to a really high hardness. So it can be a sharper edge. Was that what you said? I don't know. I just thought that was weird.
There it is. Hold on. Let's see what it says. View 2 replies.
Todd Cart, exactly.
View 4
Jeffrey
replies.
Dawson, exactly.
No,
Both
you're
of you
no.
are right.
I'm gonna ask the same question.
That's funny. He deleted it?
The hardness.
Or maybe I got blocked because I talk shit occasionally on my live streams. I don't know how you would
Well,
know
that's
that.
even more pussy.
I mean, I doubt that.
Let's see if it'll let me post.
No, because if I got blocked, I wouldn't have been able to see it. Would have had to have been restricted.
All right, mine posted. It's John W.E. 1999.
Juhvon, how many are you ordering? 1, 2, or 4?
Probably none. I'll probably wait until you throw up one of your Exos.
Yeah, well, whenever I do, you'll be like, I can't do it right now.
You caught me out the right time before. You know how it rolls.
Dude.
Yeah, what's the hardness?
Yeah, 14C is nice.
Yeah, 14C is amazing.
We're working on a pony stout that's a little more premium. Now I hit up QSP because it seems like people would really like that. So we're we're working on an S90V blade with titanium scales. We're gonna get rid of the liner on the show side. We're gonna keep it a liner lock, just so we don't have to worry about lock bars and shit. But we're gonna do like milled titanium. We're gonna try to do a pattern on it, see how that goes. But with S90V, I think it's gonna be pretty sick.
Sounds very interesting to me.
Nice.
This is a great little knife.
Hopefully keep it, around 150, 170. That would be nice. Kind of like the nip, same materials.
Yeah, I'm excited about that too. Luke,
You could try Lefty 10. Pony Stout and S90V would be fire. What's the price? Yeah, we're thinking. I don't know exactly because we're still specking it out, but I don't know. We would hope to. We would obviously keep it under 200, but we wanted to get closer to 150 on it. So we'll see.
S90 at around 150, dude. That'd be amazing.
That's PMP shit,
dude.
We shall see. We're trying to keep most of our stuff in the 200 or less range because that seems like the spot.
Yeah.
Right now with people, the premium stuff, you can sell it, but it's just a little bit of a different market. So we have like the Stout V2 that's premium, obviously, and we're working on that US Growler, but everything else so far we're trying to keep in that range. Yeah, the premium would still be a White Mountain Knives exclusive. They already said they would be in on it, so I'm getting details from QSP. Colin's mocking up some milling patterns on the scales because I think it'd be cool to do like knurling or putter or something on it instead of just going plain tie, But I think we were going to do a all stonewash version with black hardware and accents, and then do a like tux version with a black handle, belt satin blade, that kind of deal.
Nice.
You guys still on? Ordered a Pony Stout, a pony, and looking forward to checking out the D10. Sweet, dude. Hope you enjoy it, man. Most people I've talked to love the D10. I asked for strong, so I have one here that literally like tries to take my fucking finger off.
I think it's perfect, and I can thumb flick it, and I hate thumb deployments. I cannot thumb flick mini knives just because it's not my jam. But this knife, I don't think you can fail.
Fuck. Dude, Lefty, did you try thumb flicking?
Yeah, I can do it.
Okay, cool.
Oh, there.
Yeah. Love thumb flicking if I can do it. Or even slow rolling,
Yeah, you got a lot of options on this one.
Dude.
Because you can push button it, you can light switch it, you can reverse flick it, you can thumb flick it if you're not on the lock bar like an idiot. Slow roll. Yeah, you got a lot of options.
Yo, by the way, what was that carbon fiber Devo that you were showing? Or maybe I shouldn't be talking about it.
The nip?
The new one.
Was it a new one or was it a model of one?
It was physical. Like it existed in real life.
Oh, well, then I've probably shown it. Carbon fiber?
I thought it was.
I think that's your
Growler V2.
V2. I think that's what he's talking about. That's the only carbon fiber I've seen.
Yeah, the Growler V2. I don't have one here.
Ah, damn.
I don't even know if I could pull up my video on it probably. Hang on.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember because like I missed the name of it when like you were talking about it.
Yeah, it's because the title of the video was Kubi Saves the Day or some shit. What did I put in there? Kubi comes in clutch or something.
Oh, it is the Growler. I found it on your
yeah, here it is.
Your Instagram.
This one. I'll share. I didn't think about Instagram.
Yeah, I can tell from the blade shape already. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the V2 Growler. So we ended up changing this to a belt satin and blue accents.
Ooh.
And then we got rid of the micarta one. We're doing the Stormtrooper, and this one's going to be dark blue aluminum with stonewash accents and blade.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. So we'll have stonewash, belt satin, and black wash, and then CF aluminum and the G10.
Dang.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be sick, dude. That one's in production.
So
Is
Chris
it?
was asking when it's going to be available. If it's in production, is that like 4 months out?
Yeah, I'm hoping it'll be in the summer at some point. Kubi's pretty quick. They say 60 days on production, but I think they're getting a little bit inundated by people. So I think it's usually 3 months. I put it at. Like we ordered the V2 mashes in 1st of February. We got those. When did we do that drop? April something, mid-April, or maybe it was the end of April. Oh no, we just did that, didn't we? I don't even remember now. But so that took what, February, March, April? Yeah, it's like 3 months usually.
Bro,
So,
I need that carbon fiber version though. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, we added a little bit of lock bar access, and then we added one more body screw because the way they had it was one body screw down here and a shorter backspacer, but there was flex in the scale, so we were like, fuck that. So we added one more on the other side of the lanyard hole.
There you
I don't
go.
think it'll look good. Just a little bit longer backspacer to make it more, structurally sound.
Yeah.
That's really, I think, the only 2 changes we made other than aesthetically, because they were money. They're slightly contoured. To me, it's way better than the V1.
Dude, and I'm not mad at you putting a second screw, honestly.
No, sometimes you have to.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna affect the looks at all. Like, dude, that's I'm telling you, I need that carbon fiber in my life.
Well, you'll have a shot at it.
Hell yeah.
You can check the prototype out at Blade. We'll have them there.
Sweet. So sweet.
We'll
We've
be
been
in the
known to
pit
sell
this time in 2
prototypes
weeks.
too. So anybody coming to Blade Show, we got some prototypes we're bringing, along with a bunch of models. We're gonna have buzzes, ponies, V1 growlers, and pony stouts, and then prototypes we'll have on the table of everything we have. Might sell some of those. We got patches and shit. I think we even have a couple of V1 mashes too.
Dude.
Yeah.
Bring the patches. I'm part of the patch gang.
Yeah, dude. You're all about that fucking what's that brand?
Oh, That's a Felony? Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Data Crew or something.
Oh, Data Crew I'm definitely but
I tried to get one, dude, and I gave up after a week of their emails. Their emails are fucking brutal from Data Crew.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They're just the dumbest shit ever.
Right?
Sorry.
It's that LA, Southern California, we're trying to be like too cool for school kind of shit.
Store, the buzz.
What?
The pop-up store buzz.
Yeah. Dude, if you want one though, I've got an extra one I can send you, man.
Of what?
If you want one of their pouches.
Oh, now you have some? You didn't have any. You were trying to find one before.
Bro, now I got pouches.
That's what happened to me, dude. No, I'm good now because I bought like 6 or 7 or 8, and I sold some. And so I have my 2 garage built ones in my bag. I have a mini tech case from Alpaca Gear.
Yeah.
And then I have a Alpaca Gear hub pouch in my truck, and I'm like set now, and I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm not really a patch guy or pouch guy where I want to collect all these fucking pouches. I just want to get my shit set up,
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to collect them like baseball caps or something,
Right.
It's definitely a thing, though. Some people you can definitely tell are into them.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, I get it. It's like $60 or whatever, and you feel like you're special because you got part of the hot drop. But dude, you can turn around and sell any one of these on eBay for double or triple the price.
Yeah, crazy. I don't fucking sell shit on eBay though,
man. No, it's just
I've invested in pockets. Yeah, Blade Ogre. I'm not that happy with how the V1 came out. It's a solid knife. They put a good edge on it, but I just really don't like Shieldon and what they did to us on that one. They did us dirty on that one. they were, you know, they had Chinese New Year coming up, and they fucking just, you know,
Shit
they
the
sent
bed, just
like,
waiting.
I don't know if they were hungover all day at work or what, but I literally had a guy hit me up today. He went to like maintenance his knife, or I forget what he did, and he saw the bottom clip screw is a completely different screw than the top one or the ones on the other side. It's like a smaller head, but a thicker screw and long. It literally sticks out this much into the inside of the handle. You can see it. And I'm like, I've seen this before because fuck them. I'm like, why don't you try to remove that screw and put it back in and let me know what happens? And he takes it out. Sure enough, they strip the fucking liner and then they put mounds of Loctite on a thicker screw and fucking force it in.
Ugh.
And that's how they shipped our knives, dude. That's how they, not all of them, but the ones
When
where
they had a problem, instead of scrapping them, they would just.
They literally sent me footage of them assembling the knives. So I can see, and all the OEMs do this, by the way. I can see a guy grabbing a fucking power drill. They use these power hand drill things to put screws in. They don't do it by hand. They go like this. They pick up a screw and they go zzz. That's how they put your knife together.
What the fuck?
And like, so obviously, zzz, and he fucking strips out the liner or whatever. And instead of, you know, getting rid of the liner and doing that, they use a thicker screw and tons of Loctite. And they're like, dude, what if somebody, it has a fucking reversible clip on it, you idiots. Like, it's not like you know, something like this where you can't reverse it and maybe you get lucky. 90% of people don't ever take that screw out.
Yeah.
But like, and even then I'm not saying I would ever condone that. I'm just saying, like, what the fuck are you thinking? Like,
they're not. That's the thing. They're just not using their brain at all.
They're just going through processes.
That shit pisses me off so bad.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that guy hit me up today. You know, like, if you guys are ever having a knife made, just do not use shielding. Just trust me. I don't care if they turn around now and make 1 million great knives. Like, I just can't. That's just the level of incompetence to do something like that on multiple knives. And then to fucking send knives that look like they got ran over by a fucking tank. Like the blades. We had black wash blades with giant fucking streaks in them.
Oh.
You know?
What the hell?
Anyway. So the V2 is going to be way better. It's Kubi. I trust Kubi. And we made a bunch of updates to, you know, making those adjustments. So it's, you know, and the ones that are fine are fine. They're, you know, it's not like that, but there was just too many that weren't fine, you know?
Yeah.
Apparently it's time for SKL, and I don't want to bleed into JB's.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
Time. And it's fucking, you know, 1 a.m. here, so it's probably a good idea.
Dude, I enjoyed hanging out with y'all. Sharif, it's always good seeing you, brother. I can't
Love
wait
you,
to see you in
Juhvon,
Atlanta. I love you.
Oh,
too,
shit.
bud.
We never did a giveaway.
Oh, shit.
Let's do that real quick. I have I have some O knives. How funny is that? I have an O knife Odical. It's a little utility
that's
knife
a cool
thing
one.
Yeah.
with a flag theme. I made it clear in my video. I kind of hate when Chinese companies put American flags on their stuff. I get it, but I also don't. I don't know why that bothers me. Like, it's clear that it's made in China, but like, then why put it? I don't know. I guess anything with a U.S. flag probably is made in China, honestly.
And it's going to sell more because the buying public is U.S.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I get it. I don't know why it's a weird thing to me, but this is the O knife Spur Dog.
Oh,
it's actually assisted, but
and fragged.
Dude, all right, let me actually take it out. We might end up bleeding into his time just a little bit, but I don't want to.
I think he went at 2 o'clock today, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong.
You what?
I think he might have gone at 2 o'clock today. Let me pull up.
No, people just said SKL, but
oh, okay.
So it has a lock on it, but I'm not gonna lie, I actually like this knife. It's like hard, painful for me to say that out loud. So it's assisted. But look at this thing. It's kind of good looking, right?
Is that aluminum or is that?
It's nice, dude. Green aluminum, and then you have this kind of like downward flipper tab.
Okay.
I don't know. I just dig it. It feels
I'm not
good in my
hating it.
hand. I just kind of wish it had a good detent instead of, being assisted. You can kind of, fold. It's easy to fold, but I don't know. There's just something about I actually really like it. So that's the Spur Dog.
I'm not hating it, honestly.
Yeah. It's one of those odd ones. So there's a couple O knives that are just like shit. It's actually pretty good,
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? It comes with a shark thing.
What is that? It looks like an ice cream sandwich.
What? It's a shark.
It looks like an ice cream sandwich.
I don't know what you're saying, but okay.
The way it's packaged.
Okay. I'm just kidding. Maybe it is an ice cream sandwich, motherfucker.
It'll be melting.
So we got the 2 O knives. We have some stickers and shit I'm not even going to show you to save time. Crane's cutlery patch.
Nice.
In one of these baggies. They are the people behind the Zircutai XOM. And they have some really cool other limited stuff. They sent me, I don't have it here. They sent me a Raptor, a large Pena Raptor.
Ooh.
That's a frame lock with some cool milling on it. And it's got Zircutai bits. Dude, it's fucking nice.
Oh, yeah.
I love this thing. Anyway, that's Crane's cutlery. And then I think I added a little notebook.
Nice.
And then I think I had the microfiber from KPL. These are actually really good. They're chamois.
The best swag in the game, Lefty.
What?
You've got the best swag in the game.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, none of that was my swag. I don't know what you mean.
No, but you put together the best giveaway packages.
Well.
I've still got stickers from when I won that button lock Elementum like a year and a half ago. I've still got stickers from you from that giveaway because there were so many in there.
Dude, that's awesome.
I don't think I put as many in now because I try to get rid of stickers now. Because I had a whole thing full of people's stickers and it just got annoying.
Oh, dude.
Anyway, that's the giveaway.
I got stickers.
I give away the stuff that I don't pass around. Like, I didn't know how many guys would be interested in the Spur Dog, so I was like, give it away.
Surprised.
Yeah, it's true. All right, so what should we do?
What should
we do?
I'm getting better every day, buddy.
Whose channel should we hit?
Who was in KC close to 10,000 or something?
He hit it.
No, did he hit it? Sweet.
Oh, dang. Congrats.
Oh, let's see. What was I thinking? I don't know. I can't use SKL, right? That'd be kind of interesting.
I don't think so because it's a show. It's not I don't think
I turned down dispatch knives. Yeah. I think I've heard of them. No. But you'd be surprised, dude. Some of those brands, not so bad. Like this fucking Lothar thing. Like, yeah, it's, D2 and a steel bolster, but it's $39 fucking dollars. Like, this is not bad for $39. It's a manual knife that, like, look at that action. You can flick it. It's got a good detent. Like, I can't hate on this if somebody wants to be cheap, Like,
yeah.
It's basically meant to be a budget CAIMANO. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But done a little bit better than anything you'd find at a nice store or at a gas station. It's done right. Ken is almost at 200. Who's Ken?
Yeah, Ken. Who's Ken?
He could use a push. Yeah, who's Ken, dude? Tell me who Ken is.
Cheeto.
I was going to say that. Are you talking about Ken? Who's Ken? Or are you talking about the budget CAIMANO?
Ken Faulkner.
130.
Ken Faulkner.
Oh, he has a channel?
Let me see if I can find him up here.
Ken's the man. How did I not know that?
And we got to watch a video when we go over there.
Well, first I gotta find it. There's a bunch of
I think
Ken
it's
Faulkner. Doesn't
Ken
he spell it
Faulkner
with a U?
544.
Is it a U?
No, I found him. I'm subscribed. Here, I'll
Yeah,
put the
it's
link.
spelled with a Fauln.
And then 554. I'll put the link in
He's
the
almost
description.
at 200, right? Is it the at Ken Faulkner
196.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's at 196. Here's the link.
Well, hold on. I'm gonna get the video. I'm gonna pick the one that says, "What do these three have in common?" Because I see a Jack Wolf.
Hold on, let me see it. Let me get that link. Yep.
Hello, this is Ken. All right. So how to enter? To enter giveaway. Follow link below. Watch 30 seconds. Oh my God, Kev, spell. Like, subscribe to channel, and leave a comment with the word. See if that worked. Yes.
Wait, are you doing Lefty?
What?
There's a comment Lefty.
Yep. Same old, same old. And then I'm going to pin that, even though we're going to just do this real quick. But all right, there you go, guys. So what you're going to do is go to the video link. Juhvon linked it. I put it in that pinned comment. You're going to watch 30 seconds of that video. You're going to subscribe to Ken. You're going to like the video, and you're going to leave a comment that has the word Lefty in it somewhere. And then I'm going to pull a winner from that comment section.
Oh, yeah.
Why does Lefty just keep disagreeing with Juhvon? What did I disagree with?
It's dynamic.
I don't know. You notice how we don't get in a bitch fight over it, though?
And like his video too, guys.
That's the important thing. It's there's a pinned comment in the chat that has the link.
And then if you're narcissistic, you can like your own comment that you just left.
It's true.
I love the word contrarian.
I definitely disagree with everything.
Tim Dillon's my favorite contrarian. Have y'all ever heard his comedy, Tim Dillon?
Me personally, no.
Go to YouTube and check it out sometime.
All right.
He's got a podcast where he just rags on everybody.
Check out Tactical Terry next time.
Let me just find out.
I did not have as good of an experience with Rosecraft, Peterbilt.
Yeah, you're not the only one.
Their QC is pretty bad. At least, I don't know, whatever. I've heard good things from people, but I've experienced very poor. Like, so what I would say is they felt like $30 knives from CJRB or whatever, but they were priced at 50 because they had to be because they're OEM'd. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So, you know, if you want to support the brand, I totally get it, you know? And I don't have any problem with them. That was my experience. They didn't feel what you were paying for, I guess.
Yeah.
Like they felt kind of like this Lothar knife. And that's $39 on Amazon. But I handled like 3 or 4. So that could
just
have
ask
changed.
Mattisfaction how he feels about their Mohawk.
That Mohawk is a POS.
That was such a great video from Maddie. I love seeing that side.
Does he like it or hate it?
Hated it.
It's his favorite knife.
He didn't even hate it. He just said, I don't understand how all these reviewers I like say it's a great knife.
Yeah. I unboxed it in a Knife Nerd box and was like, what the fuck? Who says it's good? The only person I saw say it was good was Choir Boys Cutlery, which that makes sense, kind of. Scab.
I think Big Red did.
Oh, okay. Well, that kind of makes sense too.
Hey, Chris Cole's asking when is I can't pronounce it, the CAIMANO pre-order.
I am shooting for the end of this month and like the week during Blade Show. Like it should should be live somewhere
That's
between.
a good idea. So you can pimp it at the show.
Exactly. And dude,
if we have any space on the table, if you want to like, hang out and
bro,
thank you. Yeah, you can do that.
You're amazing. Thank you. That means the world to me. I appreciate that.
I'm playing for Mare Salt.
Marisol.
Yeah, is there anybody who never wins these things? I'll play for you guys.
You're gonna get a lot of people that say they never win. It's pinned in the comment. So if you go to the top, maybe that doesn't work on mobile or something. Can you reshare the link?
Yep, I got it. I got it right here. I've still got it in my thing saved. Here it comes.
We can both do it. There you go. You guys go to the Blade Show in Salt Lake. I'll be there this year. We have a table this year.
Dude, I may actually try and get a table for that.
Yeah. We canceled Texas this year because we didn't have any inventory. Like, it would have just been, we probably should have done it, but we were like, we're going to spend all this money flying there, hotel.
If it works out for you guys, if you have inventory, you really ought to consider the Nashville 51 Productions puts it on, the Nashville City Custom Knife Show. It used to be the New York City Knife Show.
Yeah. When's that one?
It was right before, it was the weekend before we did the giveaways. So we'd already had Knives Live. So November?
Congrats, Extra Terry. Congrats, man.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, I'll look into that. I just don't know if we can. I don't know.
I think they're super cheap, and I don't know how far that is from you. It's probably closer than
Atlanta. If we have inventory, it makes sense. If we don't,
Right.
That's the downside to doing a lot of models and, not a ton of quantity of everything. We kind of don't have stuff a lot.
But that's a good problem to have. That means you don't have overhead sitting there waiting your shoulders down.
Yeah, but I think it means we should be ordering more.
You got time for that. You're young.
Yeah.
It's always
Can't make Atlanta, but I'll be in Salt Lake. Cool. All right, I'm going to pull it, guys. I'm going to slowly get over there. I'll give people a last chance, and then we can. So what I do is I pull up the YouTube comment random picker that I pay for now because
I talked him into it.
Yeah, it's worth. I mean, now I use it every week, so it's fine. So we'll filter duplicates, put the word Lefty in, pull, see how many. We got 52. That's it? 52? 102 people? Damn.
Here's the link again, guys. You got
I guess we just figured out not many people like O-Knife.
I'm not alone.
Refresh it. I just entered for what's the point EDC.
Okay.
And I entered for Mare Salt.
I didn't enter for anybody. Fuck you, guys. USN, yeah, that's another one I've thought about, but I don't know why that one just doesn't like Vegas. I don't know. Maybe. I just don't think we can afford to go to like every show,
Vegas is harder on the body when you're sober than when you're drinking.
Yeah. Especially since there's two of us too. So we got to pay double the airfare, double this, double that. So it has to be worth it. We have to have stuff to sell there. I'm hoping we sell a good bit at Blade. That's my goal. We'll see.
I think you'll sell everything you got.
I don't know. We got a lot of shit, dude. We kind of have it, like we got everything so that we'll have stuff for Blade and for Salt Lake, hopefully. And hopefully we'll get some more shit in by then. But like I think we have 50 ponies. We have 20 mash. And then buzzes, we'll probably have a good number because we'll have like our final shipment. So we'll have like all of them. So we could have basically whatever there. I think we have like 70 left over for us to sell. And then we have like 15 of the V1 growlers. So it'd be pretty amazing if we sold all that shit. But we're also going to try to price them well. So like the ponies are, $75. They're like 68, I think, if you use Lefty 10 at White Mountain. I think we're going to do like $60. at the show. The Master will probably do like 120.
My prediction is you sell everything, including your prototypes, before
Buzz
you
will
leave
probably
Atlanta.
be 300. Well, the prototypes usually, people are like, "Can I buy this?" And it's like, well, that's not available, but we have like, can I buy the prototype? Like, yeah, okay, might as well. Since we have random prototypes at this point, like we have a bunch of these CMB mash prototypes. We did like a premium one with them with a like a inset liner lock with a steel insert, kind of built like the Buzz, but we didn't do that. So we have these prototypes we could sell.
Howdy, John Pauly. Glad you're here, buddy.
Thanks, John. Appreciate that, man. All right. Hold me a pony, dude. I think we'll have enough, man. So you should be good. Just show up on Friday or whatever. Depending on how it goes, we might hold some for Saturday. If it looks like we're going to sell them, then we might hold them. But
I used to think that was the best thing to do, Kevin, but if it looks like you can sell them, sell them.
I know. That's how I was thinking about it. I was having this conversation in a video, and I was like, well, now I'm looking at it from a business side, and it's like, well, if I could sell them, I should probably just sell them so I don't end up not selling them. Like who knows what'll happen the next day? You know what I mean?
People have a whole day to find other knives, so
Right.
That's why you don't look up. What is it? The bird in the hand's better than two in the bush.
Yeah. All right, 63 guys. Here we go. You ready? I'm ready.
Yeah.
Oh, Demon Knock.
Demon Knock.
Congratulations, Demon Knock.
Don't worry, buddy. You'll actually get this one.
Hey, Demon Knock deserves to win.
Did he ever get that package?
He did. He got. I think the equivalent. I know Shane hooked him up with a knife.
Yeah, but did we ever get an answer from Shredder or whatever?
Demon Knock, did you ever get any closure there from the Shredder?
I haven't heard about them or seen them in a while.
Not a peep.
I wonder if the whole YouTube kind of getting canceled thing just...
It'll take people's wins out of their sales. I've tried to talk Brand into coming back, and he's
But that's not a reason to do a giveaway and not give it away. You know what I mean?
See you over there, Jim. Demon Knock, word, does that mean you did get handled from Shredder or you didn't?
That's good if it got handled.
I'd love for it to have gotten handled.
Yeah. Demon Knock, hit me up on Instagram or email me. I'm going to put my email in here, and I'll send this guy out to you.
What's the point? EDC is asking about that budget CAIMANO again.
The Lothar?
Yeah.
I know, Gary. That sucks.
Here, I'll drop a link because I have it right here. What sucks?
Oh, the issues that the Shredders are going through, the family issues. Somebody just mentioned that.
There's family issues too?
Yeah, that was the whole alleged reason, which I assume is true, of why he wasn't shipping. There was just a kind of a, what would you call it? A dissolution of
There's a link. What's the
partnership.
So you're saying they got divorced?
Yeah, evidently she left him with the kids that they adopted or something. It was kind of put him in a tough spot. Which, after hearing Urban's story on Mental Health Mondays, my heart goes out to people like that.
Yeah. Later, LCAP. Have a good night, dude.
See you guys over there.
Can I put Loctite on the Devo Buzz if it's going off center after fidgeting? Yeah, dude. 90, I mean, I would say 90% of knives you need to Loctite. At least I do.
All knives.
Oh,
they
yeah.
eventually walk. So feel free to, Loctite the knife,
The trick
I always
is when you
recommend
get
if
it
you're going to
Loctite,
do that you take at least you could take your whole knife part and disassemble it, clean it. But if you don't want to do all that, take the pivot screw out and get a cloth with alcohol, clean off the threads and everything really well. And then take that cloth and kind of push it into the pivot with a bit so that it cleans out the inner threads with alcohol too. and then just wait a second for it to dry, and then do the Loctite, because a lot of times there's oil in the pivot barrel and your Loctite doesn't cure, and then you're like pissed off because you waited 2 days for it to Loctite and then it didn't actually Loctite. So that's a little tip. And I actually use super glue, but I don't necessarily go around recommending that to people. If you do try it, use very small amounts to start. The good thing about super glue is it cures like instantly. So you don't have to, you can fidget with your knife again 20 minutes later.
With Loctite, you want to let it sit for 24, 48 hours after you get it adjusted, not flick it.
At least overnight, you know what I mean? The DK on the pivot is rotating around. Yeah, I've noticed with Best Tech, they are not securing the show side pivot cap to the barrel very well. So that's another one that what I would do to make it easy, you could probably just thumb it out and then Loctite it, thumb it back down and get it in place. What I would do is take the knife apart, pop the barrel out, and then take that pivot cap off, put the Loctite on, tighten it down real well, let that sit overnight or a day or two to Loctite, then put the knife back together. It's usually the best way to do it. You could also use, since you got an extra set of hardware with the knife, you could take the extra pivot.
I know you didn't, Demonoc, and I'm sorry to bring it up.
And
I
you
just
could
want to make
Loctite
sure you're
that
taken care
while
of.
you still have your knife together, and you can use it or whatever. And then once that's Loctited, you could put that one in the knife, whatever you want to do. Sorry, dude, that was my bad. I didn't realize you weren't talking about that. I thought
No, dude, it was me that brought it
up.
up. And the only thing I think about is there are no secrets really in the community if it affects people getting wronged or not getting what they were promised. So
well, I just thought it was a long enough period of time where nothing got done that I thought, you know, it was, yeah. I apologize, Demonoc.
Me too, buddy.
That's, yeah.
I wasn't involved, but I'll still say sorry, brother.
And to be clear, he wasn't saying anything or bitching about anybody or doing anything.
No, we brought that up.
You winning the giveaway just triggered that in my head, you know. But
and I'm glad you won, buddy.
You'll probably get tracking tomorrow from me. So. Yeah. All right. You guys have anything else you want to cover or anything?
No,
I had a great time with all you guys.
Yeah.
Enjoyed y'all showing up.
2 weeks from now, we can't do Off the Edge. Well, we could, but we're not gonna because we'll be at Blade Show and we'll all be
in
there.
the pit. We'll be in the pit.
Fuck yeah.
I can't believe it's 2 weeks. It's so crazy. It's coming up so fast.
2 weeks from right now, we will be probably having a conversation with each other or with other people in the pit. Just chilling.
Dude.
Yeah. Or I'll be asleep. But
we've been on since H45, Edgy. We're getting ready to head over to SKL. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, so here, does anybody have a link for SKL? We can send them over. Isn't there a way to like actually send people over?
I know there is in YouTube. They added it. I don't know if you can do it from
it doesn't work here.
Let me pop this link in here.
Oh, yeah, definitely email your new address. Yeah, that'd be great. But there's a link, guys, to SKL. Go enjoy that. Tell Big Red we say what up.
Big Red.
And everybody have a great night.
Love all you guys.
Thanks for coming on, Sharif. Appreciate you, buddy.
Oh, thank you.
Guys. Later, Sharif. Later, Lefty. Peace out, guys.
Later, guys.
Later.